What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, Kel'Thuzad! And welcome to Rulers of Embercrest. I am your host, Wuten, and tonight we're joined by a very colorful cast of characters, namely,
Yeah.
I think everyone except Aeon, Jimbo, and I think Jeera will be joining up later tonight. But yeah, I think that's everyone.
It's pronounced gyro.
What the fuck did you just say?
Right now.
Hey, she got respect for the Lamburger.
I said it's pronounced gyro.
Jesus.
Listen, Greece
Punch you in the
couldn't
face.
Listen, Greece couldn't understand
I'd like
democracy.
that.
Do you think they understand food?
Oh my god. So on that note, Ebony, would you like to intro us in here?
Okay, just before we start, is everyone doing all right? Is everyone ready to play D&D?
Showing the
yeah.
most.
Sure.
You know, now I think about it.
You know,
Okay,
is anyone
die.
ever truly ready?
Okay, so Dazielle and Kiva just had a diabetic coma. That's fine.
Who's having a diabetic coma? What?
Too many fire rocks. That's my bad.
I'm shitting. Okay. So, last time we left off, you guys arrived to the city of Shimmermere after your not so tranquil trip through the coasts of Embercrest. You managed to not too much difficult cure Onyx's case of lycanthropy.
Yes.
You were greeted to Shimmermere by a member of the Ragnarok Alliance who took you to their main base of operations in the city. Came across a sort of worrisome group of criminals in the city that known as the Crimson Spider, who you don't know much about so far, but you can assess they have been causing quite a bit of trouble to the city. Got him with Goody. And while in the HQ of the Ragnarok Alliance, you met with Lord Odin, who turned out to be a familiar face for Kiba and Dazielle as they saw this uh, beholder creature on Alphys' dreams. That she also seems to have the ability to share with people. He made some interesting proposals to you to either keep the child with the alliance, as they believe they are uh, the best choice for someone for a gifted child like her to cultivate that power, and also offer you to join to work for him in the alliance as a way for you to be able to still be with Alfie. You ask for a couple days to think about this deal he proposed, and you were taken to a little inn a few blocks away from the guild, so where you can rest and do whatever you want to do for now.
Deliberate.
Yep. With that, it's still around like midday or so. Not too late. The floor is yours, guys.
All right. What time of day is it?
midday?
Like 3 or 4 p.m.
All right, so there's still plenty of time to head back and meet the dragon guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So last session we did mention that I was pretty much wanting to see what Dazielle and Darius would be able to surmise from their meeting with him to be able to help us make our decision.
Mm-hmm. And we pretty much left off on the decision making.
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
We have everything on the table right now. It's just that last little bit of information is what I'm waiting for.
Okay. So basically, what I kind of feel would happen here is, hold on, let me pull up the guy. Here he is. All right. So, amidst this discussion that we're just, discussing the plan of action, I think Darius would stand up and say to Melaina, but kind of also sort of directed towards the group, but mainly Melaina and Olivia. Mm-hmm. Well, I got some personal questions I might need to ask him myself, but I'll definitely...
Anything specific that you're wanting, Chaotic? Oh, he's muted. Probably, let's see. Do you remember the bandits they said that they found that they were dealing with in the city? I'm very curious about them. Perhaps they have a role to play in all of this.
Oh yeah, the ones with the arachnids on their back.
Yeah. Well, yes, rather. Fuck. Getting into...
I was like, wow, that was very informal. Okay. And I'm making, I'm also writing down notes out of character just so you guys know. So I'm trying to keep up with everything.
Let's see. If you can gain any sort of insight onto Lord Odin himself, how he came to power, where he comes from, any sort of quirks about him that might be useful, anything at all.
Okay. So the bandits, Odin himself. I have a question tree I've actually drawn out.
Nice.
Okay.
In terms of like asking about like the core of that whole thing. Oh god, what the fuck is wrong with me?
D&D on the brain. That's what.
Well, it's more that since I've done the whole politics thing and evil campaign, it's like I picked up a lot of things that I didn't do that I was like, you know what, I could be better prepared.
Nothing wrong with that. I mean, being prepared is good. I wish I could be more prepared.
That's alright.
Because I'm probably gonna screw everything up again.
Well, if you feel, well, let me just say this: if you feel, if I feel comfortable enough that if you feel like that a lot of talking can be left to me, don't fret too much. Like I might, if anything, I might try and like play off of you.
Dazielle will listen more, to be fair. Like, she's unsure where, how, Darius is definitely a better talker.
Yeah.
She might have her own questions that she'll come up with, but for now, she'll follow your lead.
Okay. That's fine.
And very importantly, if at all possible, do not mention the child.
Just write that down.
I have that.
Yeah, same.
Can you hear me underlying?
Yeah.
I don't know if you had to underline it before you did. I was like, do not mention.
What if? Okay. And all right, that's good. I'm glad you pointed that out. But what if he mentions the kid?
She pauses for a moment and thinks. Play dumb. Say you're
I'm
not
an expert. Go ahead.
Say you're not quite sure what he's getting at. Let him fill in the details of what his suspicions are, and play off of that.
Play dumb.
Don't give out all of our cards so quickly.
Aye. Play dumb. Don't worry. That's my specialty. He says kind of reassuringly, but you know.
What do you mean playing dumb is your specialty?
What'd you say?
What do you mean playing dumb is your specialty?
So we'll give a little smack at that. He says that reassuringly, but that fog of that heaviness of uncertainty in the room is still present. Well, what do you say, Dazielle? You want to see if this guy's made of?
Well, admit I am curious. I wonder if he can stand up to the champion of the fight from before.
Well, no.
Which is obviously you, it's not me. But, you know.
You got the muscle. Just, you just may need to. I might just need to teach you how to view fist fighting tricks sometime. As this guy, for instance, there's a good chance he might want to go mano a mano.
I'm good with that.
All right, well,
It shall be fun.
hope you'll hear back from us soon, all.
Good luck to you both.
All right. So you're gonna be on.
Heading towards their guild house.
Yep. So getting towards the Bastion of Swords. The place is, it's not late. It's still like fairly busy with people coming in and out. Either members of the guild or people with ready to post jobs on the boards, work on the place and whatnot.
Mm-hmm. I did have a little something for the walkover.
Mm-hmm.
If Dazielle was so privy.
Yeah? I mean, if I'm there, sure.
Yeah, I mean, we're walking together. He's just gonna give a little bit of a. How you feeling about all this, Dazielle?
I mean, I'm not exactly this is all very foreign and stuff. I just want Alfie safe.
Yeah.
I don't trust the Beholder, but I don't know. I'm just following. As long as she's safe. As long as everybody's safe. That's my end.
Whole lot of heavy stuff just coming together all at once.
Definitely.
A month ago, I didn't have a care in the world, and
Now you got several.
Yeah, the several. Here I am playing diplomat to a Thriae, man. Now at the same time feeling either being worshipped or hunted. Talk about the spectrum.
Yeah. Definitely have only felt one of those, and the first made me really uncomfortable. Don't know what it's like to be hunted. Don't want to be. Prefer to be the hunter myself.
Speaking from experience, city life ain't all that. It may not be a bad idea sticking to city life, because it's not fun.
Probably. Even if guards tend to get in the way, you can definitely do what you want. Though you probably would have had a worse time than I did, to be fair.
A bit of a slice of heaven compared to watching your entire village get slaughtered by lion vermin. But
She's gonna look at you at that and be like, "Are you okay after that? That does not sound good at all."
he's maintained his the same expression that you're kind of used to as you're making the walk over. Just kind of like this is kind of unassuming look on his face of just like, I'm good. Just like
I'm
what you
definitely
might
looking close to them.
what the kind of look you might expect from someone of his nature, just like whatever. But
Yeah. Is there an
he's-
insight? It's
but
not.
when he says that, but when you ask him that, he's like, I don't know if I've ever been okay. But best I've ever known to do is to give it your all for the folks you care about, huh?
That's true.
And when it comes to a cause like her Highness's, well, I got good faith that that's a cause, that whatever cause she's got, I can throw my weight at that.
I mean, if it helps, if you don't feel like you have a family, I know my dad likes you at least, so you can rely
Well,
on
at least
him
one
to
of you
have
guys
your
do.
back. You're not that bad. Look, we got up on the wrong foot, but you're not bad. If anything, I don't mind learning from you.
Yeah, I could say the same. City life's kind of funky, but well, hey, looks like we're getting close. We'll bookmark. We can bookmark this.
Definitely. As long as we make it out of this alive, anyway.
All right. So, with that, you keep making your way to the Bastion of Swords, just to remind you how, like, what's the general vibe of the place is. Just showing you the handout.
Thank you for that.
Um, and yeah, again, like mentioned, it's still very crowded and filled with people doing all sorts of things, from wrestling in the fighting pit at the end of the hall, through just having a chill time, talking among each other, eating and drinking, or looking for jobs. It shouldn't be too difficult for you guys to find the very obvious presence of a black and blue
We haven't even punched him yet.
Dragonblessed man.
Mm-hmm. Lysanderoth.
We do spot him. You said.
Yeah, he's fairly tall. He's not quite as tall as you, Darius, but close.
All right. Well, I'll probably do what I do IRL and just wave them down.
There you go.
He's looking at the fighting pit for a moment, then he sees the very tall black skilled man, and the other gold Dragonblessed coming in. He waves and beckons you with his hand to come.
I need heals or something.
Does Dazzy need to be tall?
I need some high heels. I thought I was taller than I am, but I'm not at all.
It's okay. We'll have a height chart. Dazzy can be the average one.
I could always just
That'd be
Rafiki.
a
I could always just
cool
Rafiki you, Dazzy.
No, that would be
Look, Dazzy is
counterproductive.
not short, but it just happened that everybody else was gigantic.
It's because I wanted to be a tall
So
dragon
everyone-
lady, and everybody became taller, and I'm like, oh,
I'm just a
okay,
big angel lady, okay?
yeah.
Alright, so you guys coming close to him?
Probably.
He greets you. Oh, glad to see you again. You already thought about the offer to join in us, or are you just here for a little, as he cracks his knuckles, sparring match?
I was promised a brawl and a brew, and I ain't about to turn either of those things down.
Right, but I'm thinking. I was thinking. As much as I would love to take on both of you, I am not gonna be stupid and fight two people like you. I know. I can tell you. You are well-seasoned fighters. So I brought myself a partner to fight, if that's okay with you.
Perfectly fair with me.
If that
As he's
makes you
gonna
feel, oh.
just like around you, there's like other people talking and whatnot, and he just pulls a guy from a conversation.
If that makes you
But
feel,
he was like first off looking, my partner, you will do. As he pulls out this.
He just pulls someone at random.
Yeah.
yeah, that's what I was thinking. Was just pull someone from the crowd. I was trying to be witty a bit, but I think my
That's
mic's
beautiful.
too quiet.
I love that.
It's like, hey, what the fuck? What gifts? And you see this.
Oh,
Oh.
hello there.
Hello.
This very handsome man, like on his late 20s, early 30s. Oh, we lost someone?
I think that-
Hello.
Hello.
There we go.
You can hear me.
A little bit shorter than you, Dazielle. He's like, oh,
Hello.
Can you hear me?
sorry.
Yep.
Yes, we can.
Oh, because I've been
Yep.
talking.
No.
Oh, I don't know if I was heard or not.
What you said?
I was trying to respond to his comment about having a person.
Oh no, that didn't come through.
Yeah, I was trying, and I was just like, oh. She would have said, if that makes you feel a bit more confident, then sure. But doesn't really matter.
Yeah, and he like pulls out from the middle of his conversation this like 5'4" or so human male with a fairly elegant set of adventuring clothes. You see like a pair of
Sure.
rapiers on his belt and a little red and black cape. That is a bit more to show off than practical. It's like, well, Remus, you're gonna be my fighting partner today.
All right.
And as he's lifting the guy, he like his feet are like above ground. He's like, all right, just could you please put me down? I would like to first get a chance to know who we're going to play with. As he kind of like lets go of the cape, he dusts himself off a little bit. A pleasure to meet you. My name's Remus. And you two are?
Darius. Nice to meet you, Remus.
Dazielle, it's nice to meet you.
I have to say, this guy has quite the moustache.
No. This is
Very
a
well
moustache.
It's a mustache. Oh, we have a person.
Don't hit him in the moustache.
We have a Jeera.
Oh. I'll hit him. If I hit him in the face, it'll be everywhere but the moustache and the coiffure. That's a nice. That's a nice
That's a
hair.
moustache that can like chop somebody's head off.
Darius, dirty trick, grab him by the mustache.
Oh no,
Jerks
I
on
can
you
do
with-
that.
Just a handlebar after
Jerks
all.
on you, it's fake.
Oh my god, what if?
Tears
Not
right
one-
off.
you
No,
not-
this guy is
he
cultivated.
He nat ones on the dirty trick. Rip! Oh no, it's fake.
No, the moustache. He has spent years cultivating this thing. You cannot disrespect it.
I choke him with his own moustache.
He died the way he lived. Mustache.
Ebony, roll
Mustache.
look up the suffocation rules.
No! Stop this!
Just shove it down his throat so he can't breathe.
Exactly.
They got a
That-
hairball there.
Exactly.
That reminds me of The Tick.
Hmm?
That reminds me of an episode of The Tick where he has a mustache that was transplanted into him and starts choking.
No, his secret weak point is just messing with his moustache. You do that and he immediately loses the fight.
Yeah.
Alright,
Just
anyway.
take a single strain of hair out of his like. Oh, how could you?
What if his health was
You.
measured by
That's a mirror.
All right, so yeah, he
Even
presents
Magnet.
himself. He seems to be. He doesn't seem to be quite strong from the looks. He looks like he might be a bit more of a graceful fighter than a brutal one.
Oh fuck, he's a swashbuckler.
No.
Yeah, possibly.
What's that noise?
If the rapiers
Oh,
didn't give a hint.
Sorry, that's me using the bike.
Okay, sorry.
I'll mute myself.
So, Lysander just gives this little roar at the pit as you see these two guys that were beating the shit out of each other. It seems like it was a fairly personal fight happening between these two. It's like, all right. Girls, your time on the playground is over. If you please, we'll let us have the stage for a couple minutes or seconds.
Let the big kids play now.
Out of curiosity, Ebony, are there any of the Dragonblessed around?
Make me a perception check if you want to.
Yeah, I
you
would. Let me remember what that is. It's that. Okay.
Mind if I have a look around too?
Play
Uh,
it with the
sure.
big boys now.
No.
So
oh,
the-
what have I got?
The fight's only gonna last a few seconds, but they're gonna need the floor.
Well, that's not right.
No, 1d2. It's a little hard to type this in a brace, but okay.
Oh,
That's a bit better. That's a bit better.
Yeah, there you go.
I didn't roll. Did I
I
roll?
try to avoid
Oh,
that by
hey!
just doing just D20 instead of 1D20.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen.
I'm trying to get into that habit.
So, you do notice that may or may not be a Dragonblessed, but there is this guy with a white hood and like this old, kind of like Street Fighter-y, but also like long robes, dress male, and like the corner of the room. You do see like his coat is sleeveless. You see this thin scales like on both of his arms.
Mhm.
Ooh.
They don't look metallic nor chromatic entirely. They look more like a human-ish, flesh tone.
Dragon.
Mhm.
Darius, make me a insight check.
Wrong system.
Wrong system. This isn't
Sense
5e.
mode.
Yeah,
Sense
that's what
mode.
I was looking for before.
Okay.
Sense motive is. Oh,
Okay.
I need to put points into that.
All right, now to get into the. That's better.
Ugh,
There's something oddly familiar about these scales, but not
it's a
quite.
yellow dragon.
Are they a purple dragon?
What the fuck is a
It-
yellow
it-
dragon?
Exactly.
What the fuck is a yellow dragon?
It's probably because the light on the corner is a bit dim, so you cannot make out exactly what it is.
But he
But he
does
look-
appear scaly all of a sudden.
Yeah, he does look slightly scaly, from what you can tell, and he seems to be playing like a close eye to what's gonna happen in the fire pit.
Okay.
I'm curious.
I'm going
So-
to keep that as a mental note on the back burner since certain scaly folk seem to have a lot of attention in this land. for most of the time, wrong reasons. Unwanted reasons, rather.
Alrighty, so as you four step into the pit, Lysander is gonna go. All right. It's time for you guys to see how real man and woman, as he kind of looks at Dazielle, fight.
Oh my
Wow.
god. Wow.
Yeah, that's kind of sexist.
I mean, he's including man and woman, so.
Yeah.
People fight.
He's being
See,
inclusive.
see, here's the thing. When he said it, get out of the ring, girls, it's time, for the big kids to fight. I was like, okay, maybe there are girls, but it sounds like no, it's just
No. They were like two guys.
Yeah, that's what I meant. There are no girls in this thing. It's just me. There's a freaking
Starry,
orchestra
to give
standing
you
here.
to give you a little side perspective on this, one joke that Estelle has is that one joke she makes is that her dad is a blacksmith. So when she tells people about him, she says, "Yeah, he took housewife's work." So,
I mean, Dazielle's father's a blacksmith, so
well,
I
different world,
swear,
different folks.
completely unintentional.
Brilliant.
All
I
right.
swear.
As everyone starts gathering, more people start gathering around because apparently seeing Lysander fight is quite a treat. And placing bets, ordering drinks and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
You even see this little board on the back with the odds of your group versus his, obviously favoring the local guy.
Yeah, makes sense.
Naturally.
All right,
I'm gonna put some money on somebody.
this is only Dazielle and Darius are attending this in the guild.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah. Right now,
Nobody else followed.
we're all back working on making plans for after they get back because they're going to try to get some info out of Lysander here.
Gotcha. Sorry.
Yep, that's fine. In. All right, let's have a good fight. As he cracks his knuckles, the other guy is about to draw his blades, and he says, "Oh, it's a fist fight." And you see him internally saying, "Shit."
Don't worry, we'll go easy on you. We'll keep your face intact.
Darius is going to do some, just some quick runs in place, stretching, knuckle cracking.
Mm-hmm. And let's just put some pictures on the map.
I don't think Dazielle does. Other than the legs, because she chases people down.
Something's wrong with fucking Roll20's library gallery, picture gallery.
What do you mean?
I cannot see the pictures I use for the handouts of these guys on my library.
Oh, that's weird.
You didn't delete any content, did you?
No. They if they I just added them.
Oh, okay. Are you out of
Yeah.
space?
It's not it's not the problem that Kaylee was having, right?
No.
No.
If I was out of space, I couldn't have uploaded them, so I don't think so.
Yeah, that's fair.
My
Okay.
my only thought
It's
on
not-
that would be if your internet is so slow that it's not loading the pictures.
That could be it.
Try
Oh, wait.
refreshing real quick. Refresh your page.
Is it just like you're calling up the sheet and there is no image or sheet at all?
No.
I've had that problem show up. that's all.
on the pictures I have loaded in Roll20, so I can use as maps or whatever.
Oh, I don't
yeah.
know that then. I just know I've had issues with Roll20 showing me character pictures and sheets and stuff.
Most of them are here, I believe.
I think while you're searching up, Darius will mention to Dazi. Something to keep in mind, because I know that you and I can be kind of rowdy when it comes to fighting.
Mm.
We're guests here, so try not to get too cocky, all right? We want to leave a real good impression for our group.
I'm not going to go into a rage if that's what you mean.
Well, I'm not going to stop you from that. I meant more like, let's keep our arrogance and pride on the down low, huh?
All right, that's fair.
Okay. You can add your tokens to the map. There's no need for like a battle map, since it's like it's a 30 by 30 square. So
Yeah, we're
I-
titans
yeah.
that
fighting
being too
over
much?
Embercrest. Highness.
Highness.
Oh, do I need to put my...
Yeah, you can drag your token. It's on tokens.
Yeah, give me a second. I really hope I don't be too big. Let's see. No, I'm decent. Cool.
There you go.
Coming straight out of the Dragonfall Peaks.
Jeez.
All right, and as they both prepare like their fighting stances, everyone starts cheering on, and I invite everyone to please roll initiative.
I wonder. Did this do it? It did not.
Get some
I got the light roll out of the way, right? So good.
Okay. So their initiatives are.
Anyone got a bop?
Wait, music. Oh, okay.
I got you.
I was actually thinking, I was like, this is going to be a silent fight, but I didn't want to say anything.
I got you.
Oof.
I had music in my head.
The duality.
Poor guy.
I had that din, 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 din in my head in Critical Role, that battle music.
All right, so just checking something real quick.
I got you.
Ta-da! I feel like
Nice.
I've heard this one.
Hey, all right.
Hell yeah.
So,
Oh god,
Darius.
you're not 20.
Lysandra.
Yeah.
And then Remus nat won his initiative.
Yeah.
Fuck, boy.
Sounds about right.
So you see Lysandra kind of like starting to breathe heavily, so, and then he launches this bellowing roar as his body just kind of like for a moment kind of like swells a little bit as his vein as even though they're scale the patches are not scales, kind of like veins bursting and throbbing
Oh,
as he launches at you.
I guess I will rage after all then. I thought we weren't going to do any of that. But okay.
Fuck him up.
It's
Actually, I think I'll be fair. For now.
just a second. What's his attack stat?
Ozzy?
Hmm?
It's fair to use everything against you have on your opponent than to leave
Well-
something else.
That's fair. I'm just looking at this human who...
Darius, what's your armor class?
20.
Yeah, 25.
If I
Yep.
need to, I'll do it.
As he's gonna just come at you with this like low jab. He's gonna do plus.
Are claws fair?
You're gonna take 9 points of non-lethal damage as he just goes like straight up for your chin. Just
You got an uppercut.
You see, there's a very excited grin on his face,
All right.
and it's your turn.
Not bad. Power attack. 2-weapon flurry.
Hell yeah. Jabbing style.
Jab.
Fuck him up
14.
style.
14.
Open gun.
Open Gundam.
14 armor class. 14 misses.
18.
18 hits.
There we go. All right. So,
Hit him for non-lethal damage here.
This is all for non-lethal. Too bad that I'm a natural fist fighter.
Mm-hmm. The best part about this, Dazi, you can go for lethal lethal attacks, and he will eventually tire out and fall unconscious from the non-lethal damage that Darius is doing to him.
Wait, if I go lethal?
Oh, shit! Wait. That should just
I
be
feel
a
like we're
1d6. That's my bad.
Okay.
14.
I'm
14
like, that's not
non-lethal.
right.
14 non-lethal.
Okay. Jesus. So you go with like 2 punches for him.
First one goes wide because he got me real good in the jaw and it threw off my aim, but the second one was a perfect follow-up. It's just a sweep back down.
You see him. That hurt quite a bit.
There's now an equally matched smile.
Hell yeah.
Nice. And Dazielle, as you're seeing this very intense scene, what you gonna do?
I'm gonna let the boys have their fun. I'm gonna go to the... Actually, no, I'll go here. No.
But isn't he also a boy?
Well, these two are clearly having fun there. Time to have fun, too. She'll just say, don't take this personal, and swing at him.
Is this
No,
boy or
I'm
Reese?
going for the human.
Okay. So he would. Okay.
He's flat-footed.
Yep. He is flat-footed.
Yep.
So it's just... Does
Rage,
that mean anything?
Furious, focus, power attack. So
I don't... I feel like that would be mean starting straight off in a rage, but
no,
he did.
no,
I
end
don't
it
know.
quickly. End it quickly. We
Oh.
do not want to deal with this shit.
End him rightly.
Yeah.
I'm just
End
fine.
him
I'll-
rightly.
Show them we
Okay, I
mean
said-
biz.
Don't take this personally. Go into a rage and punch him. How about that?
Don't take this personally. Ah!
All right, roll your attack.
I need to remember everything about my rage cycle real quick.
Add
So-
add 4 to your strength and
I'll fix
add
everything
4 to
else
your
in a
con.
I'll add 4 to my con, yeah. I'll fix the AC in a bit. But, so, one swing, 1d20, plus that. Bam.
17 meets.
I go feral, I guess. Meats!
So that's going to be 1d3 plus 7 non-lethal damage.
Wait, are you using your
You were
You were
claws or
doing
your
power
fists?
attack too. You were doing power attack as well, right?
Oh, yeah, and power attack. Yeah, I forgot I had
Okay,
that.
so that's also so that's a d3 plus 11 non-lethal damage.
Wait, were you,
Okay,
were you
I'm
using
not-
your...
No, I'm not using my claws. I'm just gonna use my fist for now.
Yep.
Because as far as I'm aware, he doesn't have a weapon, so I want to...
He has his rapiers.
No, we're not
no,
using one.
none of it, yeah.
That's why I'm not using my claws yet. If he has a dagger or something, then I'll use my claws, but for now it's just this. Whoops.
Yep.
Let me just... let me
So
just...
close.
Hang on, let me... One more time. Hang on.
Yep. Yep.
Shit! Again! Seriously? What did I do wrong? That's oh, hang on. 1d20. No, 1d3.
Oh,
Sorry.
3.
Plus
11.
11. Surely this time. Seriously? What am I doing
So
wrong?
what you can do is just press the up arrow on the
Oh,
in the
hang
text
on.
box.
I think I. It's not letting me roll it.
Here, I can roll it. Here.
It keeps saying unrecognized.
There you go.
I don't know why it wasn't letting me roll it. But okay, 14 damage. So let me just write down.
So 14 non-lethal to one guy, 14 non-lethal to the other guy.
Okay.
Wow.
So,
Hell yeah.
where are you punching him?
In the gut.
Thank God.
Oh shit! So you
Like-
punch him. In
Like in the stomach, lower stomach, gut, sort
Kidney
of.
yeah,
Yeah, kidney
as you go for a punch in his gut, he's like, you hear a little bit of like drool
No
coming
bad.
out. You see a little bit of drool, not here. See a little bit of drool coming out of his mouth. Kind of like the anime face with like the wide eyes.
I feel
That
bad,
probably-
but
Yeah, you probably hurt him a lot.
yeah.
You feel bad, but the blind fucking rage is
There's a twinge of guilt, but it's overshadowed by the feral dragon instinct.
there you go.
know.
As he like takes a couple steps back as he's like recoiling from the pain on his gut. He looks at you. He's not happy. Is that all your turn?
That's on my turn. I'm just gonna fix my AC now.
Yep.
While
don't
he
forget
does
to add
whatever.
don't forget to add 8 temporary HP to yourself.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Don't forget that.
He's gonna go to. He's like holding his stomach, and he's gonna take a step in front and try to sweep you out of your feet. So that's gonna be a CMB check.
Do I roll against that or?
No.
Nope. What's your CMD?
CMD or CMB?
CMD.
B for D. Wait,
D is in
Defense.
Sam, son. He's aiming for my CMD.
24.
No, for
the-
Dazielle. For Dazielle.
Yeah, I know. I was making the joke.
CMD
Oh.
is 24.
So he's about to see. So he goes for a sweep kick, and your stance is just so strong that he kicks you in the leg, and
I
you
just tilt
don't
my
even
head.
flinch. He's like, shit.
Thick thighs save lives.
Now it's Lysander's turn, where he's going to be. That's the good stuff. And he's gonna go and punch you again.
Me?
Yep.
That's the good stuff.
18 to hit.
Miss.
Maybe.
Okay, so he's gonna go for a very very mighty swing, and you just duck out of your way. It's your turn.
I catch it with part of my I catch it with my arm, step into his guard. 5-foot step. Sneak attack.
Sneak attack.
Sneak snonk.
Bing bong.
Sneak snonk.
Alright, so this will be another 2-weapon flurry, 2-fist flurry. He has denied his dex bonus for this. So I guess 11 probably wouldn't count for too much.
Well, you'll be
Flanking.
adding +2 from flanking,
That's
right?
true. 13.
Nope.
Okay. Follow up, and this one I will declare a stunning fist.
I'm not flanking.
15.
Oh.
15.
Denied dex bonus.
Yep.
Okay, he has to make a fortitude save.
Nice.
Okay.
DC is, I believe, 5th. Wait. Yeah, DC is 15.
He rolled a 23.
Okay. That's fine. God damn it.
Was he the one with scales? That was someone else, wasn't it?
No, he's fighting Lysander still.
No. Sorry. Never mind. Someone else.
Okay, now that is accurate this time because sneak attack damage.
There you go.
Darius.
Hmm.
How do you want to knock him out?
So when he goes for that swing, I catch it, step into his guard, I try and come around with my elbow, which he sees it. I bet he sees it coming, dodges out of the way, but he uses too much momentum to dodge. And after he's a bit staggered after that, it allows me to come in at that opening and just like with my other arm that I just freed, that he thought would have probably wouldn't have enough time to make any kind of motion. Come back around, swing, just like hit him with like my forearm, knock him to the ground.
Nice.
As he falls with a very loud, like his arms and legs are a little bit dangling in the air from the impact, like from the sheer force he was thrown to the ground with. They fall and he goes limp.
Dirt off the shoulder, look down at the
Nice.
other guy, smile.
For a second, the whole room goes quiet.
What?
Too slow. Dazi.
Dazi.
Oh, I was telling him to kick our ass, right?
Joke's on us. They were orange sign and smog.
Delsey's gonna see that out of the corner of her eye after her legs got kicked, and she'll glance over and glance back and be like, "Well, you lasted longer than your leader." Punch. Of course,
Well,
his
you
raging
lasted
still comes
longer
out
than
a lot
your
more
leader.
aggressive.
Punch.
It comes out so much more aggressively than she meant it to. So,
Take a 5-foot step.
Yeah.
So that in case you last long, you could like.
Yeah, just in case. Boom.
yeah, I'll go there.
Yeah.
So step to his side and go to
So it
punch him
should
again.
be D20 plus 11.
11? This is just to see if I hit him?
Yeah.
Oh,
Because you're bumping up your strength. Yeah. It's
well,
your melee
it
attack
bumps
modifier.
to a 7 modifier?
Yep.
Not 11?
So
Your melee attack modifier is your base attack bonus plus your strength modifier. Your strength
it is
modifier
11.
is 7. Your BAB is 4, so that is 11.
So I should be using my melee, not my strength mod.
Yes,
Yes.
it is your melee
I'm
attack modifier
smart.
for all melee attacks.
I am
Yeah.
so smart. Oh, I think I missed.
14.
I got cocky.
Yeah, 14 misses. He like dodges out of the way, still clenching his stomach.
Mm.
So you
He
are
does
fast.
He does a Dark Souls fat man roll.
Yeah, that's all. That's the only attack you can do right now, right, Dazi?
Yeah, let's see what you got then. Although, again, aggressive. Show me what you got!
He's gonna stop holding his stomach, and he's gonna go for a to return you the kidney punch, if he can. It's
Alright. So, just
Ah.
for my clarification, still just AC. It's nothing else on the sheet, just my AC.
Yep, it's your AC.
Cool.
nothing. He hits you in your stomach, and your raging abs are
I
Fake.
bounce it back.
This guy is rolling is having really really bad luck with rolls.
Yeah, poor Mike.
Yep. That's his turn. You see like Lysander trying to stand up and then just like just like falls down again. Darius.
Good fight, friend. Drinks on me after this. Just Akuma glide. We're just gonna actually we're gonna go for a dirty trick.
Okay.
Make
I'm
a
watching.
make a fainting trip attempt.
Sure.
19 against a CMD.
Yep.
All right, that is a tripped lad.
So
Would
you just do the same thing he was
Wait.
trying to do, but you succeed.
Sorry, Wooten, what's up?
I don't think that would work because trip is a specific combat maneuver. I think dirty trick is more like
Blinding.
Oh, I have
blindness,
well,
or in this case, you could be like drop his sneak up behind him, drop his pants, and then he's entangled or something.
well, I think with the feat text thing, I think I have access to improved trip, and I have death maneuvers for one of my feats,
Okay, yeah.
so I should be able to do that.
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, you super kick him and he falls on the, face first onto the floor.
Mm-hmm. And
And he's
technically, I do have a follow-up attack, but
okay. If you want to.
do I? I don't know if I want to take this away. I'm honestly unsure if Darius would want to take this away from Dazi. You know what? Fuck it. Stunning fist.
Okay.
Sneak attack.
Infinity
Flank.
down.
Prone.
God hand.
God. 1,000 birds.
Penetrate up.
1,000 birds.
The fuck are you people doing?
Do you not know the greatness that is God Hand?
I do not.
22.
Bro.
For the record, neither do I.
Yeah, it's
God Hand is the best game no one's ever heard of.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's the
I'm-
same folks that did Bayonetta. Like, this is the game that they did before they did Bayonetta.
All right.
I also do not know
He
Bayonetta.
needs to make a fort save.
okay. Fort save
Here,
is,
I've got the perfect thing. Give me a second.
I'm currently running my student loans into the ground and feeling very powerful.
Brilliant.
We just had a heart-to-heart, Darius.
yeah, he fails.
That is a stunned boy.
What is this music?
It's the
I don't
God
know, but it
Hand
sounds like
ending.
Pokemon gym leader music.
Yeah, it does. Is that
12 points of
does it
damage,
play-
and if I can avoid having him having knocked him out, I would like to do so because I want Dazzy to have this.
He is still conscious, surprisingly.
All right.
He's like struggling to stand up, but he's conscious. He's still determined.
No, he's not. He's on the ground.
Yep. He's struggling
he's-
to stand up.
He's stunned on the ground.
Yep.
It is Dazi's turn.
Dazzy, you see this
gonna-
man? He's like still looking at you with a defiant glare, but he's
Yeah,
stunned.
but he's also stunned.
Yes.
Yeah, I
Finish
know,
him.
but She doesn't get the joy in this, but yeah, she'll punch him in the gut again. Aim for the gut.
Alright.
So 1d20 plus 11, or is it different because he's down and...
It'll be d20 plus 15. 17. D20 plus 17. Because flank and prone.
She's gonna give Darius a angry glare before she does it.
She's gonna glare at him and then just fucking kick him in the gut.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, that hits.
She does go down with like a really quick strike.
So that'll be D3 plus 7.
Let's see if is it gonna roll? Nope, didn't let me roll. Let me try again. 1d?
7
No.
4.
I don't know why it's not letting me roll this. Oh, there we go. Wow.
Oh, there
Now I got
goes.
it. I don't know
is
why it
actually
wasn't.
an additional plus 4, so it is 12 points
21.
of non-lethal.
Oh.
What the fuck is this music?
I love
That's what I'm-
it. It is the greatest.
The band just
What the
changed
fuck
from
is this?
that music
I feel
to
like I'm listening
mariachi band.
to a fucking Pokemon battle right now.
Yeah.
So, you're just kicking him in the gut, Dazielle?
No, I don't kick him. That's dishonorable. But I do punch him. It's like a really quick, angry strike at him.
So just
Nice.
How is kicking dishonorable?
Because he's down on the ground. It feels, even though
Punching him
she's
isn't
raging, she would,
dishonorable. You're still hitting him.
well, it was a punch. It was an bat fight.
it was an honorable punch.
Yeah, it's
Yes, an
it's
honorable
just
punch
the way
in the
that
nuts.
it's
She's
not in the
just
nuts.
showing him the
like a
power
lot-
of the God Hand.
She's not. When I say she's punching in the guts, I don't mean like testicular. I mean like in like
No. Like in the stomach. Yeah.
yeah, like lower part.
Kidney
But
punch.
yeah.
But it looks honorable.
To her, it is. It's better than kicking someone when they're down. Essentially, she doesn't
And what's
So,
the difference
yeah,
when you're
you-
still attacking him?
because he's staring up at her defiantly. It's look. Do not put logic in her head while she's raging. Okay,
So, guys,
that's her method.
just knock him down with his final punch. He goes unconscious. Again, there's silence in the room,
I let the rage go.
and a cheer just comes from the group.
Hell yeah.
As they are all basically cheering on you for beating the shit out of this guys.
High
I'd put-
adventurer and a mercenary. Nice.
After putting both of his arms up in victory, taking his pride for a moment. After a few months of that passes, he's going to step over to the Dragonblessed and try and help him up, offer a hand.
He's like slowly getting up. He wasn't like all that unconscious compared to Remus. He was a lot more like to her to continue. He takes her hand. I guess I might have underestimated you both.
Hey, that's all right. Life's a learning experience, ain't it?
Yeah, it is. Oh, that's gonna hurt for a couple days.
Yeah, that was a good jaw hit. Might have to do a little realigning. I'm a dragon of my word, though. Bruise on me, and he looks down at our Ramus. Let me guess, he's a white wine kind of guy.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
should have actually chosen an actual companion for fighting.
I'll be sure to spot his too.
I am sorry if he wasn't entertaining for you, lady. As he kind of looks at you, Dazielle.
I kind of know how to fight, so I think he's more a weapon type, I can guess, rather than a fist fight.
Yeah, to be honest, me too. I prefer to charge into the enemy with a good old axe in hand.
It's nothing better, but it always helps to know how to use your fists and where
Well,
to
look at
use
that.
them.
You two got something in common, don't you?
You know, a wise man once told me, the best weapon to bring to a fist fight is a gun.
Too bad none of us have a gun.
Who
Just
brings a
these
gun?
guns!
Two.
Yeah, these
brings
guns!
Olivia
Who brings a
does.
knife to? Who the hell brings a knife to a gunfight?
Lysander just picks up Remus, puts him on his shoulder. He's just knocked out.
You kind of feel bad.
Well, nah, don't feel bad. We all know what we get into when we get into this pit. You win some, you lose some. Nothing bad in it. And I'll take your offer on the L. Why don't you, if you want to, make yourself comfortable, and I'll be back in a bit. Just I'm gonna leave this old fart in the bed so he can sleep.
That sounds good, Lysander. I'll go find us a table.
All right. So he just kind of leaves to get Remus a place where he can rest. And in the meantime, let's go to the with the group on the inn. What are you guys up to?
Well, I believe
Well.
there.
We were just waiting for you to come back. We weren't
Okay.
doing anything.
Just in case you wanted to do an RP thing or something.
We're just sitting at the hotel waiting for you guys to come back.
I think that's the last thing
I
that we're doing.
am more
Like
than
lost
happy
little
to
puppies.
say. I'm more than happy to say that I have. Excuse me. I'm more than happy to say that I have been out and about gathering information around the city, whether about the Ragnarok Alliance itself, about various things that ail the city, and just to know local vendors and things like that. So, because I'm thinking ahead, unlike the rest of you sitting in the fucking hotel.
Look, I was absent for the last session. How could I possibly think ahead?
My
Should've been
statement
there.
stands.
Alright, so no roll needed if you're just like taking your time doing like your little investigation and whatnot. About the Ragnarok Alliance, I assume you go like asking folk around the place. Like around the city and whatnot, vendors, stores, that kind of thing.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. You gather quite some information. They are essentially the military force of the city, and also the ones who are in control of the like little monopolies of monopoly.
Monopolies, yeah.
Yeah, monopolies of like trading and selling goods, uh, metal or smithing in the city, at least glassmaking, all that stuff.
Yep.
Um, they are the ones who hold mostly control about those deals, and also the more typical adventuring guild stuff. You know, hunting monsters, getting rid of bandits, and all that sort of thing. And also the fact that for the last couple of months they have been dealing with this Crimson Spider situation in the city.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, they haven't done much progress on that due to the seems that this organization is a bit more secretive and well, organized than most, so they know very well how to hide their tracks.
I would also like to go ahead and gather information specifically on the Ragnarok Alliance and what people know about Lord Odin. And I have a little thing here called Gifted Detective from my Inquisitor class. Thank you, Urban Infiltrator.
Oh, thank God for Urban Infiltrator.
Hell yeah. We're gonna gather information, and it doesn't take any longer than 1 hour. 19.
Okay, I'll go with that in a bit. And for stores, just to finish with you, Olivia. There's a number of everything, like almost anything you want to find, like smiths, like tailors, again, glassmaking, jewelry, magical items. Even there's like this more specialized store that apparently is has deals with the gnomish and dwarven tinkering with firearms. So that there's a thing that might interest you later. And yeah, essentially it's like the place where you find a little bit of everything in the world.
Gotcha.
And Melaina, you want to find information specifically about Odin, right?
Yes, specifically about Odin, and Onyx would like to gather information about the Ragnarok Alliance.
Okay.
Yeah, and their
So-
behavioral patterns here. So let me roll for her real quick.
Hey, we out here.
That's a whole many bunches.
She knows her way around asking people.
Yep. She knows her way around. Jesus.
I'm very persuasive, yes.
There you go.
Imagine her cornering someone in an alley and like, I know what you like.
I know what you like.
Now tell me what I want to know.
So first, Onyx, with the nat 20, you find aside from the information already provided to Chaotic, they seem to be a fairly selective group. Meaning, if you are invited to join them, that's kind of a very huge deal. As people who want to get in usually have to do fairly complicated tasks to just to be accepted in the lowest rank of the guild.
So there's a very thorough initiation process, is what you're saying?
Sorta, yeah. Like, if you want to get in, like if you weren't invited, one of the ways that you can get in is by paying them a fee of 10,000 gold pieces.
Yike.
Either that or just having something that proves you are skillful enough to be part of their ranks.
Yeah, I was just about to ask. It sounds like they respond to money like me, but I mean, there's always a different way.
There are within the guild there are 5 ranks that make their group. The four lowest ones are basically the ones that most people can aspire to be. While the final one is only reserved to the trusted man or woman of the leader of the alliance, which is Lord Odin. And as since you didn't met him last session, Bree, I sent a picture of what he looks like.
Oh yeah, Wuten showed me.
Yep.
Yep.
The diamond-eyed beholder.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
The wrinkly ball.
Yep. Is there anything else you would like? Is there anything in particular you would like to know about them? Since this is like the most general stuff, but with that nat 20, if there's anything in particular you want to know about them, you can ask.
Actually, if I may interject really quick,
Yeah.
he asked us to work for him. Did he specifically say anything about joining him, or is it more like we're just working for him?
We would be working under him.
But not necessarily part of the alliance. That's not part of the deal.
That sounds like that's correct.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. You could make that assumption.
Is there anything in particular about Lord Odin himself that we haven't already learned that would be pretty imperative to know about?
That people would know specifically.
You'll know that he's not a very public figure, as he doesn't go out very often. He pretty much stays within the city all times, at all times. Sorta acting as a kind of last line of defense, as apparently he puts it.
Okay, so we know where to find him.
Yeah. You will know that he is within the Bastion of Swords at all times, probably.
Okay, so we know that would be his last line of defense, is to just be there, but past that, is there... I mean, will there be like a fleet of guardsmen who are waiting there to attack if anybody tries to attack him? For whatever reason?
He's at all times accompanied by at least 2 people.
Okay.
I will be assuming that probably with that investigation you might have come across a couple members of the guild which will know this.
Right. Okay.
He's accompanied at least by 2 guards, and those 2 guards are usually members of their highest rank, which means they are probably fairly strong and influent individuals.
Okay.
And that the highest ranking members, which are the Mjolnir and Dazielle rank, it's here by the way on the information chat if you ever want to consult it. Are the ones who do like the reckoning and adventuring missions for him, as he himself cannot be the once you leave the city. But you will also learn that they have ways to... Odin has ways to see through them, which is like how he gets to see the world for himself, quote unquote.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So
They
does it
have...
just mean like see things from their perspective, or literally see through them to see past them physically?
Do you have knowledge Arcana?
She does not, but she has knowledge planes, dungeoneering, and local.
I can allow dungeoneering for this. I forget that dungeoneering is a knowledge. Is an actual knowledge. So yeah, with a 16, you will know that there are ways, especially through magical means, where you can see at specific people, and that there are even magical ways to see through other people's eyes.
Got it.
Yeah,
Alright.
they kind of refer in a way that they like a bit worried that they have to keep an image for the guild at all times, because they never know when Odin is going to be seeing through them, and that could be making sure they don't do anything that could damage
Punish
the image of the alliance.
Yep. He has many eyes, but he can only see through so many people at once.
So we're doing actions between the rest of us.
Yeah, this is while Dazielle and Darius are chatting with.
Okay. I'd like to shop for some scrolls.
Sure.
And I'm probably gonna need a chauffeur.
A chauffeur.
I'm probably gonna, yeah.
Could be Jimbo.
Good enough for
Bring
me.
him along as like a.
So I'm buying all these scrolls.
Uh,
They're all level 1 scrolls, so they all cost 25.
don't have pressure from law, protection from chaos, alarm, touch of blindness, lucky number, and C alignment.
So the 2 refers to that many. I'm buying 2 of C alignment, 2 of protection from chaos, and 2 from.
You can find alarm. You can find a touch of blindness. The only ones you cannot find, you will have to ask for, and that might take like a couple days.
Okay.
Are protection from chaos, C alignment, and protection from law.
Okay, so wait, which ones?
The 2 protection ones, and C alignment.
Okay, and those are the ones I can't find.
You can order them. It will take you like a day or 2 to get them.
Okay, I'm gonna order them.
It will cost 250 each.
Each.
Is it each or is it total?
No, it's 25
Total.
gold pieces.
Oh,
25 gold for each of them, and then
okay,
250
gotcha.
total.
Gotcha. So 250 total, and at the moment you have alarm, touch of blindness, and lucky number. And I will say, Melaina, that's probably you and Onyx. That's all the information.
Yeah, that's me and her working together.
Yeah.
She's showing me the ropes of how to gather information in the city, and that's how I've learned my gifted detective ability.
Yeah, perhaps you're a bit excited at first, and not many people have seen Thriae, so that might come across as a bit. This weird outsider is coming at me.
Mm-hmm.
But Onyx teaches you the ropes on how to be, in your own words, approachable.
Oh my fucking god!
I'll teach you the ropes on the ropes.
Jesus Christ!
The fuck?
Motherfucker, bringing back that fucking 2015 meme.
God damn it.
Which fucking meme?
The approachable meme.
Oh no.
where
Which one?
God damn it.
when I made my BronyCon announcement video, I said that I would be very approachable like 7 times, and I didn't realize it until after I posted it. And Kate Bug made fun of me nonstop for saying that I was very approachable.
I didn't know that you said that. It's amazing.
This was the announcement video like the year
Was it-
before.
Oh, the year before?
Year before the one that you said.
Okay.
Yeah.
Of note, Melaina is very approachable.
Fucking damn it.
Very approachable.
So approachable.
Oh god.
Got him.
Approachable.
Motherfucker. Jesus Christ.
Sorry, it was low hanging fruit. I had to go there.
Very, very low hanging fruit. I'm so disappointed.
Immersion broken.
Immersion broken, 0 out of 10. New campaign, please.
Some people all die.
But Wuten, I have a question for you.
Yeah?
Out of 10, how approachable are you?
10.
Dan.
Alright,
10.
So that's Onyx, Melaina, and Jeera. Kiba, are you doing something?
What would I be doing?
I will assume Alfie is with you, and Ion.
Yes.
Yeah.
Most likely. I don't know. It's fucking.
Whatever Kiba does, I'm gonna go with him because I need to protect the baby.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Sorry, you're there too, Elvarin. Sorry. Look, there's 10 fucking people in this game. I can't remember everyone.
What the fuck's wrong? Jesus Christ!
I love it. Literally, so many players.
Give me a break.
Just forget sometimes. Jesus.
Oh my god. I cannot.
God,
So
that's
many
the
people.
that's the ultimate DM struggle from massive player groups.
Yep.
Oh my fucking god, I have tears in my eyes. Oh yeah, you're here.
Oh, you are
So-
here tonight.
So, Jeera, Elvarin,
Yes.
what are you doing? Not Jeera, Kiva, sorry. What are you up to? Are you taking care of the baby?
Yes. That's the easy answer.
Okay. Okay, yeah, she's pretty oblivious of the situation so far. She seems quite happy-ish. A bit troublesome, but you know, normal baby stuff.
Good.
All right. And going back to the Bastion of Swords with Darius and Dazielle. You guys take a moment to sit down in one of the various tables in the hall. After a couple minutes, you spend a couple minutes waiting for Alessandro to come back, and you see this man that was looking at you guys, the one you previously thought could be a Dragonblessed, and Darius.
Mm-hmm.
As he approaches, you start seeing, like, you can see his features more and more, and you're like, oh, how I didn't recognize this guy before. As the skills are not the ones of a Dragonblessed, but the ones of a Vishkanya.
Oh.
What?
Well, well. Is it not the little dragon? As you see in front of you.
Oh, that's his name. Okay.
Darius's pupils are going to shrink. What? Master.
Oh shit.
Or is that... My eyes ain't playing tricks on them, are they?
I hope not. Didn't expect to find you here of all places.
I could say the same for you, old man. He's gonna stand up and kind of give like the old honorable bow that he's given in the past.
Oh, no. No need to do that. We're in the temple. Come here. And he's gonna like give you this very, very tight hug.
He's maintaining that shock on his face. His arm's gonna reach back and give that, like, that hard pat on the back, just like, can't. I didn't think I'd ever see you again, old man. I didn't think I'd here. I think this would be the place I'd run into you. But what brings you here?
Well, mostly, more than anything, just doing some little reckoning job for the temple. They were interested in the Ragnarok Alliance, so they sent the only man they thought crazy enough to work for them, and here I am. And oh, terribly sorry. Who's your little friend, Darius?
Is he referring to Dazzle?
Yeah, he kind of looked at you, Dazielle.
this
I
is-
might kind of sit down, probably looking at the conversation.
This
Takes
is
assumption.
this girl and her dad have actually been shacking me up in Langish. Been helping up with some blacksmith in there, keeping an eye on a whorehouse. You know.
Well, I'm glad that you have made a place for yourself, and he gives you like a little honorable bow, Dazielle. And
Yeah, Dazielle will bow her head in response.
I am very glad you are taking good care of this knucklehead.
We try. We certainly try.
But
He's gonna roll his eyes a
language,
little.
Mm.
language is quite a few miles away from Shimamia. What brings you here?
Well, you know, his eyes are gonna kind of look about a bit as he thinks to himself. You say the other masters considered you the crazier one to keep an eye on things and get some work done here in Shimmermere. Well, what if I told you that we're still that you and I have always been a cut from the same cloth?
Sorry, can you repeat that?
You said that the master sent you here because they thought you crazy enough to handle dealings in Shimmermere. Well, what would you say if I said that you and I were always cut from the same cloth? Translation: I'm here on similar business, you could say.
I would say they did well in assigning you as my pupil.
To be honest,
So-
we're the group that I'm with. We're are we in a bit the table we're at? Is it kind of like in a corner? Would we say?
Sorta, but doesn't seem. If you want to make a perception check, the hall is quite big, and there is enough space to people to have like private conversations. And
That's mainly what I'm trying. I'm just trying to make sure that we're away from enough, prying ears. That's to say.
yeah, yeah, quite far away enough that if you keep your tone sort of low, you probably won't draw any attention.
Okay.
There's also a lot of other conversations going on, so yours gets a bit lost.
All right. Well, I'm gonna kind of keep my tone kind of low when I mention this to him, and I make sure Dazzy can hear what I'm saying as well. But it's like, so recently, I kind of tell him that I've made friends with a great number of people when I was in Langish. I catch up a little bit on meeting Melaina and how this Thriae that I've met has big plans. And then I get to I regale him of how we fought in a cozy together, took a ship here all together. I'm saving us time by telling him that by telling you that he's trying to paraphrase all this.
Mm-hmm.
And we're kind of at a wall right now with we're trying to get our on the one hand, Langish, they want to have we're kind of acting like representatives because they want good relations with Shimmermere. But at the same time, there just isn't a whole lot we know about this Odin guy.
He looks he's pondering for a second. Well, it seems that you've gotten involved in quite a kind of a pickle, to say the least.
Yeah, what else is new with me, right?
Well, I will say that I was sent here to check on some funny business going on around with this. Mostly around with this Crimson Spider thing, as
Yeah,
the
it's funny.
information
Go ahead.
the information I've gathered, and based on what the old masters tell me, both the Spider and the Alliance are not what they seem.
Someone in our couple folks in our party spotted some of those guys down an alleyway. We didn't mess with them, but I won't lie to you. They were a group that we were trying to get a little intel on as well. So maybe we're pretty capable. Maybe we could give me a hand, old lion.
Well, I don't have enough information to say if that's a good idea or not. I just will say that whatever choice you make, just be careful.
Yeah. I mean, I learned from the best. So I don't think you'll have too much to worry about, huh?
Well, I gotta leave you. My little intel job implied, as he kind of like shows you this little sign of this little brooch with the symbol of the Alliance,
Mm-hmm.
required me to work closer with them. So that means I have to take jobs every now and then to keep my position. And I gotta go kill some animal or something uh, outside of the city. So I'll be back later. Hopefully with a good story.
Hey, if you're gonna be out in the wilderness, then you said,
Mm-hmm.
whatever you do, and it's gonna sound weird, student to master saying this, but take extra caution, because back when we went Nkosi hunting, that I mentioned, we heard some unholy, horrifying shriek. Like it made my hair stand on end. Led us to believe that there's something really bad out there. So take heed whatever you do, all right?
I say this, his eyes kind of go like, slitted, like a snake.
Mm-hmm.
I see. Hopefully I won't run into that. And if I do, I think I'm not old enough to teach them a lesson or two.
Yeah.
But I'll be careful.
All right. Well, good luck, Master.
It was a pleasure to meet you, young lady.
Nice to meet you too.
And he kind of whispers to you, Dazielle.
Hmm?
And he's kind of a lonely man, so if you ever, have the need, you can invite him out.
Oh my fucking god.
What's this?
Oh my god.
She kind of like looks at him concerned, like a aha, like a cross between disturbed and concerned. Like, are you okay?
Well, I gotta leave. As he just waves you guys goodbye without like turning back.
When he's out of earshot, Dazielle, like the glance just goes to him and he's like, I think your master is a bit of a shipper of some sort.
No, he didn't work docks. He was a monastery leader. I know docks are a monastery.
I was trying to think of like a medieval term for it, but I couldn't. I'm just like,
that's fine. This works just fine. He doesn't get
it. Yeah.
He wouldn't get it either way.
That's what the kids call. He's is he a romantic by any chance? Does he read a lot of romance novels?
Oh, fine.
Or what? I guess. I think he has ideas.
What was that word, Starry?
Smut.
Hell if I know.
Yeah, he's probably got some ideas. I don't know.
You don't know his browsing history.
I'm not allowed in his meditation chambers.
Yeah, I know he doesn't know.
Little cubby hole filled with smart books forbidden by the monastery. um, but yeah, like after like 5 or so more minutes, you see Lysander coming in. He's a bit wrapped up from like his arms a little bit. He's like a little patch on his face.
Mm-hmm.
He's carrying 3 grogs of ale. Puts them on the table. Oh, sorry for the long wait. I had to make sure I was, doing all right. And yeah, nothing broken. Just gonna be a bit sore for a couple of days. But that's what I get for picking fights with Ken, as he kind of like gives you this little punch on the shoulder, Darius.
Hey, cheers, man. That was a good brawl. No
Cheers
better
to
way
you.
for no better way for kin getting to know each other.
Cheers for the both of you.
Cheers.
I don't see. You don't see many people of our kin around these parts, especially like Goldie.
Yeah. I was gonna say the same thing to you. If you don't mind my saying, you're the first chromatic scale that I've seen since he pauses and looks distracted for just a moment, but then corrects himself. In a while.
Dazielle takes notice.
So, you mentioned you come from. I was told Langish, I believe.
Yeah. Came here by ship. No. If we're talking, though, more representing, I'm actually from the Python's jungle. But
Oh,
one thing led to another, and I ended up being a delegate, I guess. So this one's lived there all her life. I think all your life, right, Dazzy?
Sorry, can you repeat the beginning of that?
Basically, he was just asking, were you a resident of Langish all your life?
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, no, I've never been outside the border. This is the first time, actually.
well, in that case, go ahead.
How about yourself, friend? What brings kin to a place like Shimmermere for yourself, huh?
Well, I'm actually from here. I was born here, or at least I've lived here my whole life. I was taken care of by a good family. Just the usual problems of having a handsome face like mine.
I have a question about that, if that's okay.
Hmm.
I've only seen people of our kind with one set of colors. You have two and a bit more dragon physique. Were your parents both Dragonblessed, or how, if you don't mind me asking? I've never... I mean, he's the first one I've seen outside one other,
Well,
but...
my mother was, but she was only one color of scales, and from what I know, some individuals have that blood running stronger on themselves than others. It's kind of a random thing, I believe. But I guess at some point, someone in the family had also blood from the blue dragon, which having both chromatic colors doesn't tend to give you a good reputation with people. But I've worked myself a name in this place and sort of put all that behind.
Now,
I can
did
tell
he
you.
just
Oh.
did he just say that it does not give him a good reputation with people?
I didn't give him before. Like
I'm sorry.
past.
I'm sorry. One more time.
He didn't have a good reputation before.
I see. Okay.
But I can tell you, having metallic scales, people just have high expectations for you, so maybe it's not as bad.
Well,
Yeah.
it's expected for the descendants of the golden or silver dragons, all that stuff, to be the ones who will adventure and look out for bringing back uh, the culture of the dragons, whereas people like your friend and I are usually a bit more of outcasts.
You will
As
definitely better at hiding, though. I definitely cannot hide as well as one torchlight and I get away.
well, to be fair, I don't think anyone would like to hide skills like yours. Whereas I think you have seen your fair share of judgment in your time, Darius.
Well, it's funny you say that. Ever since I arrived in Langish, it's people were. I've been welcomed enough, but then there's the polarizations. You got then the cozy filth who just want to hunt us for sport and all that. But then you have the ones. How do I? He pauses. He's a bit. He's trying to. He's wrestling with his. Lysanderov can tell that he's wrestling with the thought before he says. And then you get the people who try and worship us like gods. Have you run into anyone like that?
He pauses. Yeah, I think I know who you're talking about. Those Tiamat guys.
He like visibly snorts when you say that name. I don't know what kind of what kind of magic they're playing with, but on the we ran into one on the ship that we rode in town. He said something, and it hurt. Like something just burned inside.
This is the first Dazielle's heard of this.
Yeah, he kept that to himself.
Yeah, she's...
So Lysander kind of like places his head like on his hand, like resting on the table. I am curious, how much do you both know about the actual history of dragons?
Enough that these scales almost destroyed the world once.
I know that Talics were supposed to be good to protect it, but they're gone.
Well, yes, that's the general thing. But I mean, what do you know about the time of the last dragons on this continent?
Honestly, not all that much. I was raised with Vishkanyan monks, so didn't really much occur to me, nor did I guess care to ask.
I only know a couple of stories that were passed on my mother's side, but not enough.
Well, I guess it wouldn't be wrong for me to share this with fellow kin like you both. I've learned all of this stuff from being around many parts of the continent, especially the north and mid parts. But there are some folk tales about the final 10 dragons, one representing each uh, of the scale colors. That apparently is tied to some sort of um, final attempt of them on preserving their blood. As you may know, we are.
Wait a minute.
Is that Mega Man?
What?
Oh,
Oh.
Silent Hill. Oh.
Can I just?
I had
I've got a phone call all of a sudden. Hang on, I'm sorry.
1 second.
Sorry, what is it? Sorry.
Oh, she got a phone call.
Okay, good. Okay, so let's just wait for her for a bit.
That's fine. I meant to share something that actually played off of a playlist and not what I was intending to.
That's fine.
I think I just got a scam phone call.
Oh.
We're calling about the warranty on your car.
It was from New
Oh,
Zealand
damn it.
too. They were saying my tax file number of Australia has compromised.
What?
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm just gonna close this.
Yeah. He's There's this
I don't have a job.
That's better.
tale about them trying to preserve the last whatever they had in their blood. And as you can tell, us three, our existence is a proof of that having a degree of success. But it's also said that apparently all of our kin have very, very old magic addled within our blood. I am pretty sure I know the word that folk might have used in you, Darius. I will not use it, of
I was
course.
gonna say you don't have to trouble yourself with that.
That is the name of the black dragon. And as you may guess, there's also a word for every single dragon kind of Dragonblessed there is. I haven't come across many in my lifetime. I will say, but it said we had this embedded within our soul. We have a fragment of theirs, so we have this task for trying to bring back the Dragonkin. Of course, with time that has gotten more and more diluted, but that spell seems to remain in every single Dragonblessed there is.
So lying dormant in our blood is a name of one of our four kin, and it's a spell to revive them.
It's a spell to try to bring back the conscience of that dragon, yes, and in a way try to push us into either, in our case, taking revenge, or in your case, as he kind of points at you, Dazielle, fulfill a sort of legend. It's scary
That's
shit,
awesome.
I know.
Can't
But-
ask her now.
What you said, Dazielle?
Dazielle's just muttering to herself, wondering if I'm saying Mesa because I don't remember the whole name, but the other Dragonblessed. Dazielle's like, I wonder if she knew. Missa, yeah.
You mentioned her name?
To herself, like
Okay.
I wonder.
So, yeah, that's pretty much what we have deep inside. But, I don't think we really have to go with whatever mom and dad wanted us to do.
Yeah, that's what I said to one of the cultists we met. We're not our fathers. We don't have to be. I know I don't want to be.
He raises his grog, as like a toast to you, Darius. I'm
He
with
will
you.
lift his... Go ahead.
No, he just says that.
We'll lift his ale and clink. So I guess the guild masters here see a lot in a guy like you then, huh? Odin and those two attendants we met.
Well, as far as I know, I am the only Dragonblessed in the guild. Well, me and that child I brought back from the jungle. Although she was a kobold, but dragon descendant. And speaking of jobs, have you were you offered to join our ranks?
Well, we've been giving some thought to it. There's just a lot of pieces at play at the moment, especially with like I mentioned, we're representatives of Langish, so there's a lot of chips and coins on the table, and to be perfectly honest, they sent us hoping that they could form a really tight, strong relationship with Shimmermere. Having a trade route between the two cities, that could save us a lot of time having to worry about Nicosia attacks and the range of storms and all that. A lot of things to consider, but I'm by no means I'm not a politician by any means.
Well, if you ever get interested, just come to me and I'll gladly recommend you in.
It's good to know, man. What kind of I'm kind of curious the kind of work that pops up for you guys right now. Like anything related to he kind of looks around and he's gonna take out like a little something out of his pack. Is there like a napkin on this table of some sort or something?
Sorry, what?
Is there like a napkin on this table or anything of the sort?
Yeah.
He's gonna take out. Actually, you know what? He's gonna take off. He's gonna take one of the shark teeth, come down on the napkin, and he's gonna try and start scratching into it a little bit until it becomes the shape of a spider, so he doesn't have to say it out loud.
Mm-hmm.
Any kind of work ringing a bell about anything like that?
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Well, about them, just for reference, everyone who wasn't your last session, this is the symbol Darius is probably referring to.
Yep.
Booterman?
Hello,
I have us for dinner tonight.
Booterman.
Spider-Man
Yes,
is
yes,
having
yes.
us for dinner
Yes,
tonight.
Darius, they have shovels.
God damn it.
Fucking A.
With all this conversation happening, both Darius roll me a diplomacy check, and Dazielle roll an 8 another.
How do I?
It's a diplomacy check.
I just roll another diplomacy as well. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. If you roll above 10, you give Darius a +2.
Let's see what my diplomacy is. Okay.
I was worried about that one.
All right, 23.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So he kind of gets close. There's been, yeah, they have been quite troublesome for the last few months. They seem to be interested in two things. The first one is kill members of the Alliance, and the second one is to steal whatever we're guarding. They seem to be fairly thrilled by stealing metal and gold. We don't know yet why they're using it, but we have the idea they're probably selling it in the black market, which is where most of our stolen goods end up. Fortunately, we haven't had any important leads to where either they hide out or who the person behind them is. But if you see someone running on the roofs at night, I could probably bet it's one of those
Running on their what? Sorry.
on the
Along
roofs.
the rooftops.
Oh, okay.
They also seem to be quite fun of using this. As he kind of like pulls out from his back pocket, he takes out this black, looks like a licorice, but it's thick and charcoal black color.
Licorice, get it away from me.
It's like a Slim Jim, but black.
I don't
Like
know
a what?
Like a Slim Jim.
Let me just.
It's dried meat jerky.
Yeah, it's a
Okay.
meat.
Yeah,
It's a
kind of
meat
like that.
stick.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
Darius,
translate.
Darius and Dazielle roll me intelligence checks.
Hang on a second.
Okay.
I was gonna say, if this is what I think it is, Ebony, can I actually DM you?
Sure.
What check am I making? Sorry.
Intelligence. Just a sec. Let's see what Gutie's theorizing.
Okay.
Oh, no. No, Gutie.
Okay, so I don't recognize it right away. Okay.
No. It's not that.
Okay.
So yeah, Dazielle, D20 plus your intelligence.
Cool.
Your intelligence.
Okay, let's try this again.
Intelligemancer.
Oh boy.
Oddly enough, Darius, you have more experience with this. Yeah, makes more sense. You have more. You've seen more fighting people in your lifetime, so you've seen all kinds of dirty tricks. This is a smoke stick. It's basically a fairly powerful smoke bomb. If Lysander were to throw this in the room, it would probably fill a good portion of it with black smoke.
Smoke sticks, huh?
Yep. They are fond of their dirty tricks to fight and escape. And they have been playing a number of plays on us. They have killed quite a good amount of low-ranking members, and that's not putting a good image on our. That's not making a good. Making a good image on our reputation.
I imagine it wouldn't. I imagine Odin sees that and a big thorn in his. He thinks a minute, shrugs his side.
Side. Jesus, a side.
Yeah, like you're like both side.
Right.
What's his take?
Yeah, he's not happy with the results we have gotten recently, and he's been quite moody for a couple of weeks now. We really need to make some good advances now. He says he's like a feeling with his fingers. He seems a bit on edge.
Mm-hmm. Well, has anyone noticed any meeting places? Any known leaders?
No known leaders. We are suspecting, though, that among all of these cargo thievery and assassinations, they may also be behind some disappearings, and that only because we found out that one of our members turned out to be a traitor who kidnapped the kobold child uh, I brought here. He seemed to have been working for them, but unfortunately we killed him before we could talk to him.
Wait, so you're telling me that you had a traitor here who kidnapped a kid?
He nods.
And he's keeping he is doing as Melaina said, by the way, keeping that the kobold child knowledge. He's keeping that card close. He has not played that card yet, just to be clear.
Good.
So why does he hasn't
So
said
he's
anything?
like, so they kidnapped. So you had a traitor in this guild who kidnapped a kid, and then he nods.
We had past tense.
Oh, you dealt with the traitor was dealt with.
Yeah, unfortunately, we decided to strike first, ask later, and that ended up reflecting poorly on our part.
And do you know if that may have been the only one?
That's the issue. We have the suspicion that there are other people working with them within our ranks.
All right.
Probably.
Well, then here's another question for you, and I'm not sure how well you'll be able to answer this, but when we were meeting with Lord Odin, there were two, I'm assuming, high-ranking members that were with us. They looked pretty tense. One of them looked like he was ready to draw his weapon on a moment's notice. You know what their story might be?
He thinks for a second and then has like a little smile. That must be Sleipnir. He is a bit of for lack of a better word, he has a big stick up his ass.
All right, so it wasn't racial tension. Good to know. he says that trying to cloud the idea that he was trying to, you know, I'm keeping my cards close, basically.
Yep.
And what about the gal, huh?
Freya, don't know much about her. Haven't had the pleasure to interact with her all that much. All I know is she seems to be fairly close to Lord Odin and one of her best assassins, from what I've heard.
Well, if there's anything that let me think about how I want to phrase this. You know, when I was in the monastery, me and my fellow, shall we just say, troublemakers. Something that we always kind of learn is that the eldest masters knew the most. Now, what they knew, they got to keep themselves to the privilege. So, I suppose what I'm saying is maybe a little bit of outside influence might help unravel the yarn of this mystery, huh? What do you think, Dazzy?
Sorry, can you repeat the question?
He said a little outside influence may help unravel the yarn on this mystery a bit.
Mm. All right. You know what? Dazzy just nods. She doesn't trust herself to speak right now.
That's fair.
I want you both to again make a diplomacy check. Darius, you do the main check. Dazielle, you do the aid another, please.
Yeah. I think.
So 13. He ponders for a second. I wouldn't see why not. However, I am not in the position to make that sort of deal, if you understand.
Oh, completely. It's
Um,
just when we landed, we pretty much came straight to our meeting with Lord Odin, and I think it's I think now that we have a better understanding of some of the happenings, we can keep a sharper eye out, especially at night, because some people, he says, as he uses the shark tooth to nonchalantly. I wish he knew thieves' cant. This would be perfect to just kind of nonchalantly tap at the spider carved into the napkin.
mhm.
We saw him before, and we didn't know what to make of it much by then. But now that we know a bit more of the story, it's I guess better to know that it's not all sunshine and rainbows over here. I'm sorry you have to deal with traitors like that.
Well, it's not your fault, but I appreciate the sentiment.
Yeah.
Well,
Kin gotta stick together.
Mm.
you know, I like you enough, so I'll do this. Unfortunately, people from the city prefer for city matters to be attended by the Alliance. So, if you want to do it, we, unless you decide to work with us, we will be forced to turn our backs in a way.
Can you run that by me again, Ebony? I'm sorry.
He's basically saying like I'm also trying to have like trouble wording right now.
You're good.
Because he's basically saying that he cannot tell you to not do it, in a way because he cannot tell you to do it, but he's not telling you not to do it. Just know that if anything happens, since if you are not working with the Alliance, they
You don't have a union on your back.
exactly.
Mm-hmm. So basically, like we could act on our own, or to do something about the spiders, or we can work with the Alliance to do something about the spiders.
Mm-hmm.
Either
And working
officially or unofficially.
yeah, and although working unofficially will carry some other consequences, if you know what.
Yes, understood.
Mm.
Let's see. Other than that, I guess he finishes as he's getting towards the end of his drink. I suppose when it comes to the leaders here on the Alliance, do they how do I phrase this? Are they good at looking out for each other? Like when I think of a guild, or even or hell, even with the monastery monks, we have like this kind of unspoken like brotherhood like bond. Is that mostly the same here? Try and mitigate harm best you can. Keep an eye on brethren and kin.
It's complicated. We look out for each other, but in a way, the alliance is also made for its members to try to always be above the others, with exception of the Gungir members, which is the highest rank. There is just beneath the leader, um, being the ones who try to keep order within the rest of the guild. I want to think they are fond of each other at least, but in a way, most of them see us as a responsibility to keep in line.
I see. You got any of them good caretakers? I remember you mentioned rescuing some kid from the swamplands or something.
Yeah, this little creature. She had her parents been killed, and found her alone near the jungle.
I can empathize.
I didn't know what to do, and there were no close by civilization or cities nearby. So I decided to take her with us, and apparently Lord Odin found something interesting with her. Fortunately, this traitor member did kidnap her and took her away from us. From what I know, it was the higher ranks, the ones who were gonna be in charge of taking good care of her. But we
can't do much about traitor, I guess.
We got a bit over our heads to think that this could not happen.
He's just gonna shake his head as if kind of be like, "That's a shame." Just like people disgust me sometimes. All right. Well, you've given us a lot to think about, Lysenderoth. And I appreciate the time and the skirmish.
Just before you go, if anyone asks you about where you got this information, try to omit my name.
What are you talking about?
How about I just say a little spider told me?
That works.
You didn't tell us anything, right?
Sorry, what you said? Sorry?
So Dazielle's just like, what are you talking about? You didn't tell us anything, right?
All right, I have a few matters to attend, so if you excuse me.
Right. And I think Dazzy and I will take our leave.
And we walk away.
I just want to make sure to come out and say a little spider told me might sound a little fucking suspect.
Yeah, I know.
I'm just saying.
He's being a charmer.
Okay.
He's being a little, the rugged guy.
Rascal words. People listen to
exactly.
words and they follow up on them.
The rascal guy, yeah.
Yeah. Back to obscurity for me.
Before we continue, let's take a 5-minute pee break.
Yes, let's. Oh man.
Yeah.
Whew.
Pee break time.
Oh,
Damn,
I also
all
need
right.
something to drink.
What do you mean? I've been on a 5-minute pre-break this whole time.
A pre-pick.
Wait,
I didn't
uh,
knock you.
In case it was, to be fair, I was like, I need to duck away, but
5-minute pre-break the whole time.
It's like, what are you talking about? I've been going this entire time I've been here.
I've been peeing for 2 hours.
I've been waiting for Ebony to call my character's name. I know I wasn't here the last session, and that was a pretty important session, so I don't really have as much of a stake because I don't know what's going on, but still. They've just been sitting here drinking wine.
Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah.
having fun there. I'm not doing that next bit.
God damn it, I had a flat.
No, it's okay. I was not even anywhere near that key.
God damn it, I was not on key. I was so flat.
My
That's
voice is not
okay.
woke up enough. I'm not get bothering to try, but when you guys do, I'm like, I'm gonna so you guys can drown me out.
I'm not even sure if I can go that high to like match what originally it is.
I know my highest note I can hit is that high A in Masquerade, because when I was in Phantom of the Opera, there were only the high sopranos, and one of the elder people in it, who ironically is the same age as I am now, was like, I would not recommend you being one of those, since so the only three that there was her, me, and the Christine.
So those are the only sopranos who could do that high note.
You know that, but the next octave up, it's like,
yeah.
But I wasn't
That's
mic'd
pretty
up,
high.
she was. So I had just sing it anyway, because who could stop me? I was on stage, no one could hear me.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah, that
I was
was kind of my
assigned
same.
soprano
That was
one
kind
when
of
I
my
was in
same
choir.
attitude when I was in a middle school choir. We were forced to sing "Hey There, Delilah," and I was unfortunately forced to sing like an octave or two up from the original, even though I could do the original very easily because I'm an alto 2. But the teacher was like, "No, you have to sing the high part." And I'm like, "I don't wanna," so I just didn't, and then I got in trouble.
Wait, you're an alto too?
Yes.
Mind fucking blown.
Really?
Because
I mean,
you're
I
able
guess
to
you could
do-
say I have a wide
like,
range.
in terms
but-
of like just speaking and voice acting, you're able to do so much higher voices than I am. If I do a high voice,
Oh,
then I sound really weird. But I can sing incredibly high.
Huh.
I'm like
That's
I'm
what I'm
soprano
saying.
1. Yeah,
The
I'm a
soprano
soprano
one
1.
Oh,
If you'll excuse
okay.
me for just a couple minutes, I'm going to go ahead and grab a shipment from the mailbox, which is across the lot. So,
Okie
one
dokie.
That's fine. I'm gonna get
What did you say? What did you say, Starry?
Wall flag coming.
Oh, I thought that when you
all
said
know
you're an
Unus
alto,
Annus?
I thought you meant you were saying you were an alto and Rita was one as well, but I think you're saying you're also an alto with having.
No, I'm a soprano 1.
Yeah, but when you said you're an alto too, I was like, oh,
no,
you're an alto?
I meant.
Well,
oh,
I've
Sabrina, you're an
I've played
alto-
the roles
you're
in
an
choirs
alto.
as
It
alto
took me a
1
bit to
and
read
alto 2, but I've never been assigned to be a soprano.
I think
been
I
taught
tried-
alto.
That is
but
so
not
weird because
soprano.
you're able to do such high voices effortlessly, but I
Yeah,
can't
but
do them.
usually
I have to
the high
like
notes
stay
are
in the
kinda
lower
scratchy when I
speaking
try to sing
range.
them.
Yeah, it's
I just-
like I can do a couple of deep voices, but or at least one, but I'm definitely not an alto.
I have to do like deeper voices when I'm speaking, but I prefer to sing higher. It's easier for me.
I'll say like being a soprano makes it easy to do younger voices. Talk really young and like sound young.
I don't know. For some reason, I can't do kid voices very well.
To be fair, I sort of like as a kid, like I sort of played a lot of games, like mental games with my animals, and I gave them voices. And there was always a kid character in my game, so I managed to keep hold of that.
I did the same thing, but I always did it with like I always pretended to be older characters or like parental figure characters. So I always did my voice deeper.
Like I know I tried to have older characters and there was always one kid, but I managed to hold on to the kid voice better than the adult did. Going.
I never did any voice stuff at all until I turned 18.
Oh, see, when
I was never
like...
in choir. I was never in
You're never
radio,
a choir boy, huh?
whatnot, audio stuff. I only did that after I graduated, like midway through my senior year of high school is when I started.
It's time for us to make
work.
you sing.
I tried to get him to sing.
I've sung.
He never.
I have sung.
He never,
It's just not good at all.
Because you haven't practiced yet.
Exactly.
Like, I asked you to do a cover with me, and you're like, yeah, sure. And then you're like, no, I changed my mind.
I tried, and I was like, oh god, no.
You're legendary.
There's a lot of training that actually goes into singing well.
Your legendary cover of End of the World.
Fuck you.
I was taught how to perform since I was 4. And then, like, 2012, I saw, like, a casting call. I'm like, oh, I can do that!
Yeah, no, my mum is a voice teacher, and she was a mezzo. So she taught me how to sing. But, like, she never gave me any formal lessons. She just, like, let me listen to her sing and gave me some tips. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna join my choir now.
Well, the thing is that choir training is not, like, it is singing, but it's not the same as, like, a performance singing. Like, I've been told
like,
several
solo
times.
singing is definitely a different thing from choir singing. They don't require a specific sound from you when you sing in choir because it all, like, what they want is blending.
Yeah.
Yep.
My most recent choir experience in 2019, before the pandemic hit and before my job stopped allowing me to be in a choir, I got pegged. I entered the audition. I sang and did really well. And the guy said, "Okay, I'm going to peg you as a soprano 1 based on what we've done." Actually, when we were doing the audition, he said, "I want you to sing these notes that I've given you, I want you to sing this audition song that I've given you in a higher key, because I think that you're straining yourself by trying to sing in a too low of a key for your voice."
Because your mom taught you. That makes sense.
Like, he had me sing
She taught you
American Beautiful, and then he was like, "Okay, no, I want you to sing this entirely in your head voice and see how it sounds." And I was like, "Okay."
Interesting. All right.
That is kind of, and you felt more comfortable that way, yeah?
Yeah.
Because your mum was probably teaching you to sing the way she was trained, which was, for a mezzo.
Oh, no, she didn't, like, specifically teach me anything regarding, like, being a mezzo or anything like that. Because when I was a teenager, like, my voice was still developing, so I was kind of between mezzo and soprano.
But you know what I mean though, right? Like, techniques would have been to anything that she would have taught you, even when you listen to her singing.
Yeah. But yeah, sopranos, you definitely want to stick to your head voice. So
definitely.
Unfortunately, as a result of that, I've spent a lot of time in choirs being a soprano, and the choir director that I was with in 2019 was really good. He he gave everybody else like tips as well for like singing better as a soprano. The problem was that once that happened, I realized, oh shit, I don't know how to sing in my chest voice anymore.
Yeah, I will say I've gone through that sometimes where I'm just like, oh, I sound actually stronger down here, but
like, I don't sound very strong in my chest voice either.
I know when I did the Among Us song cover, there was a bit where I was singing in my chest voice, and I wanted so badly to redo that take and have it go up the octave because I was straining. But the editor was like, no, it sounds fine. When you've done it this one, it sounds off. It does not sound as good. I was like, okay.
For me, the problem is switching between chest voice and head voice. I can't do it seamlessly.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Same.
Like I've
Oh,
resung that song, and I'm like, you're in the head in that part. But then the first part of the song, I sing in my chest voice, so it's like
Yeah.
So,
I remember,
how's
like,
it-
I did a song as an audition. At one time I did like a solo that was a piece from a musical, and I
Mhm.
knew it in both German and English. So I was practicing it in English, but I knew it in German too. I totally embarrassed myself by going on the stage and like, as soon as I hit my cue, I started singing it in German, even though I'd been practicing it in English.
Oh,
as the
no.
audition and as the English version.
it is impressive to do that though.
It is.
It was just so
But-
embarrassing because
There's the song I'm learning that's in, I think it's in Korean, and like I'll sing that in the Korean version, and then like I've heard it in the English, and I still go to the version, and I'm like, oh wait, no, this is a cover, so this is English. Okay.
like, this is why
It's
I
like how
can't be
everyone
good with-
sings Numa Numa in like the Swedish
Oh.
version.
This is
but
why I cannot do.
In reality, yeah, like it,
I can
This
do
is why I
that.
cannot sing Total Eclipse of the Heart because I first heard it in a German musical about vampires, and I cannot unhear that.
I can do the Pokemon thing in both English and Spanish.
I mean, Despacito, like I heard that in Spanish, and then like you go to the English translation, like, oh.
The problem is that like the song that I did for that audition / performance that I did was that it was very much supposed to be a mezzo song, I think, because the verses are all in like chest voice area, and that's like really difficult for me to do without taking a breath because it feels like it just feels wrong in my body. And then it expects you on the refrain to go into your like middle to head voice, and I'm like, why? Why do you do this to me?
There are songs like that that I wish I could see. Like, there are songs I want to cover because I adore some of these songs. They're sung by male singers, so it's like borderline where it's like an octave too low for me, but going up into an octave that would feel comfortable
Yeah, like if
is
you
way
sing like a
fine.
song
Like,
sung by a baritone, you try to sing it an octave higher, and it's kind of like playing Russian roulette.
yeah, and it sounds bad in my voice. I'm
Fucking-
like, I just want to sing the song and have fun.
Fucking Music of the Night is such a goddamn.
Oh, so, you know how I said I was in Phantom of the Opera?
Yeah.
Our Phantom we had, do you know of the, I don't know if I should, no, I'm gonna say it anyway. Do you know of the 10 Tenors? You probably won't.
No.
So they're
I
a band a group. They are Australian. That's why I'm not sure.
I do
He
not.
was. They're somewhat. I can find you one of their stuff later, but he was part of them.
Yeah.
I could probably actually find like one of his. He was. They did film them scene one time, and he was part of them at that time. He, on his knees. He did not need a microphone in practice for Music of the Night at all. Like on his knees, like huddled over, and my dad saw the performance. He's like, he is the first man that's ever made me cry, and he smoked a lot, or at least at the time he smoked a
Wow,
lot.
really?
And his voice was clear.
Phantom that I've heard is actually like this one guy, Anthony Warlow. I think he's Australian.
Oh, I know. My mom loved his version, but yes,
But
I heard that
Anthony Warlow
version.
just has such a smooth, mellifluous voice.
I don't know if he's in this, but
Is everyone back?
Are they?
I
am.
believe the only one
I'm
that
gonna
isn't
go
back
grab
right
some
now
water.
is...
Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm so sorry.
So the only one that isn't back right now is Onyx because she's picking up something from the mailbox. She'll be
Gotcha.
back in a little bit, though.
Dakota, you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
I was taking
also-
a lovely nap until I was woken up by singing.
Also, sorry guys, this conversation took longer than I expected.
That's okay.
Info is info.
It was a anticipation. It was the anticipation of the thing. That's all good.
I feel
I'm glad it went longer than anticipated because that's a lot of information to take back.
It is.
yeah.
Sometimes that's necessary.
I feel relevant to the story now.
Yay!
It's
Oh
okay.
yeah, you know a bit more of your dragon past now.
Yeah.
It's okay, I'm an outsider. I don't really actually have that much relevance right now.
Hey, same here.
I'm really curious as to what this task was. This is the thing. I have a feeling, but it wouldn't end well if.
Watch it turn into be you having to kill me.
That's what I was thinking. I'm like, if it's like to wipe out any trace of the chromatic dragons, like we just turn on each other.
You will try.
Do you really think that I will do such a thing?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, yes.
Oh.
Unironically, yes.
You have that low of an opinion?
Ebony,
I have that high of an opinion.
Ebony, you're the one who brought out the vampire lolly.
And I put her to fucking bed. And by bed, of course, I mean hell.
I don't know why does Solo get a free pass for making a vampire shota though?
Because he hasn't met Fang yet.
I am scanning 1010 of videos to see if I can find him, so I can show you what his voice was.
So, let me know when Onyx is back because I think
she just got back literally just now.
Perfect.
Literally just got back.
I didn't drive, I walked.
Oh, okay.
I want to feel my feet, want to feel my feet.
Oh my god. What the hell?
What did she do?
I put on flip-flops.
In fucking
It's not that cold.
39-degree weather?
Okay.
39? What's that heat wave?
Is that Fahrenheit?
Exactly. Guna knows what I'm talking
39 degrees is not that bad. She could wear flip-flops in that.
Yeah, I did.
Are you talking Celsius
Fahrenheit.
or
We're talking Fahrenheit.
Fahrenheit. It's about
trying to
2 or 3
calculate.
degrees. 2 or 3 degrees
Oh.
Celsius.
Oh.
Okay.
39
Yeah.
Fahrenheit.
Yeah, pish.
That ain't shit. I wore shorts in that weather.
I don't wear shorts in that, but that's like nothing. I'm
I
perfectly
may have
fine
worn
with
a
that.
hoodie and my pajama bottoms, but I'm not wearing anything underneath.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that it?
You want to know what's under these pajama bottoms? It's nothing.
It's nothing.
It's my skin.
It's fucking
I
nothing.
should have done that. Instead, I got dressed today, even though I woke up at 2 p.m.
Hey, samesies.
I don't know how anybody can ever sleep past noon. I never got that, but
Woke up at 6.
You'll understand if you ever work a high-stress job where you have to work 12 hours sometimes.
You will understand if you go to
I
sleep.
have. I've worked radio.
I worked 12-hour shifts for 4 years straight.
Look, man,
Yeah, oof.
I have to tell you guys the looks on my roommates' faces when I told them that I was angry about my DoorDash being held up by a guy who escaped from a hostage situation, okay?
Oh.
Hi.
That's the kind of high-stress job I'm talking about.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Yeah, fair enough.
That's how you get tired enough to sleep for 12 hours.
Oh my god.
Well, now that we're all back.
No, we're all back. Woo!
So, we're all back. We have we had tea, we had drinks, we had dinner.
Mm.
There he is.
So, Darius and Dazielle, you made your way back to the inn you guys are staying at, paid for by the Alliance.
Mm-hmm.
I will assume you'll wait probably along with Elvarin and Kiba for everyone else to come back, as they probably will take a little bit longer than you are being back.
Will they take? So they'll get back before us.
Probably a bit after, because Onyx, Melaina, and Olivia were looking for gathering information outside.
Probably
and Jeera was
just a couple hours.
yeah, and Jeera was shopping.
Yeah.
You guys are back all together. Is there anything you guys want to talk among yourselves?
So by the time everybody's getting back, Darius is just sitting in one of the chairs with his feet up on his feet up on something, and he's just got this grin on his face.
Ah, Darius, I take it the meeting went well?
Jeera, put on some tea. We got a lot to go over.
Wait, is that me?
Yeah. Jeera, put on some tea. We got a lot to go
Put
over.
the kettle on.
Can I craft tea?
Right.
Well, Darius is assuming if you can make a doll move, you can make tea, I guess. I don't know.
It's
What
just
kind of
hot
trick would
leaf
this be?
juice.
This is just hot water.
He just grabs some leaves from a tree outside and puts them in there.
No.
They
It's
disrespect
not
tea
that
like
simple.
that.
It's not that simple. You have to blend the flavors properly. You have to look at the instructions. You have to get everything at the proper temperature. Then at the proper steps, mix them with the right tools. It's not that simple to make tea.
Yeah, you've got to like.
Is this in character or out of character?
Yes.
In character.
Both.
So, all things considered, we learned a lot about this place and a lot about the Alliance and quite a bit about Shimmermere. And you're not going to believe this. I ran into my old master.
Oh, that is a surprise. How did it go?
He's doing well. I guess he's doing some reconnaissance work for the Alliance. And I'll put coin to tooth that he's that whatever he's looking at may end up turning out what we're going to be looking for. So Dazzy and I, we learned, not only did we win our fight, but we learned quite a bit. So how about you ask me and I'll relay what we learned.
Very well. Was there anything that you managed to figure out about Lord Odin and his potential guards?
Yeah. One of them was a traitor. This traitor is the one who took Elfie to the spiders. Those freaks with the cloaks that we saw before.
I see.
So-
And I would assume that the spiders were the ones who brought her to the Nikosi.
I guess that might be a safe bet. Apparently, Odin is... So, you remember Odin was pretty calm and composed, as I suppose a beholder might be in our meeting, right?
Right.
Evidently, these spiders are really pissing him off.
I see.
Now, I never mentioned that we had the kid, but Lysanderoth, he's the one who found the kid alone and abandoned in the jungle, far to the west, for where I came from.
I see.
I empathize because, let's just say I know the kids, and I can relate to that kind of. But more to the point, Lysanderoth brought the kid back here, and he made it sound like that the higher leaders had good intentions to keep an eye on him, care for him, make sure nothing would happen. It's just, I guess no one expected the traitor, but apparently that guy's dead.
Said something about her that is interesting. It surprised me. I'm not sure if it's true, but apparently she's an assassin. Or did I misunderstand that?
One of the Freya, you remember her in the meeting?
Yeah.
She was the assassin.
Oh, I thought he was saying Alfie was the assassin. I was like, what?
No.
It makes sense to have a child assassin because no one's going to expect it.
No. To be totally fair, I was juggling a lot of information at the time. So
Yeah.
I heard that and I just like missed a whole lot because I was like my brain was just algebra meme.
You're good.
So to make sure that I understand, it was someone got unnamed member of the Alliance kidnapped Alfie to bring her to the Crimson Spiders, and then acting out of impulse, Freya was the one who killed this unnamed member, correct?
I don't know if
not
that.
correctly.
I was just sorry. Go ahead, Ebony.
Because I know it was like a lot of information. Freya is an assassin of the guild, but they never said who killed the traitor. They just said they took care of him.
They just said they took him out, basically. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see.
And it gets worse with these spiders. That kidnapping Alfie wasn't the only thing that they did. Apparently, people have gone missing, and they use underhanded tactics like smoke sticks and smoke bombs and the like to carry out assassinations on their guild.
I see.
They're hunting the Alliance.
Ignore that.
And that doesn't quite bode well for any of us, then. I may have my reservations about Lord Odin, but I should not bring the rest of the Alliance down with him. It seems like a lot of them have good intentions. And so what of this Crimson Spiders? Have you found any information about them?
Well, they don't know any leaders. They don't really know where their I don't think you said that we know where their hideouts were, right, Ebony?
No, they haven't found that yet.
Yeah. No one has any lead on any hideouts, any leaders. They keep pretty quiet. But something my master said stood out to me, and that's and remind me if I misspeak, Ebony.
Mm-hmm.
The Alliance and the Spiders aren't what they seem.
Yeah, both. He said both are not what they seem to be.
He said that both the Spiders and the Alliance, neither are what they seem.
He did say that there was a way of finding them, like that they're usually, you might be able to like find them on the roofs.
That's true. Was that you as Jeera or you as the player?
Jeera was there.
Yeah, that's me out of character.
Okay. Yeah, that's a reminder. It's like though evidently they do move at night, hop in rooftops.
Jeera was the spy all along.
Don't tell anybody.
In that case, we need to be very careful. I have a feeling that after the events in Langish and us dealing with Nikosi, the Crimson Spiders would be more than happy to get their hands on Alfie again. Especially if Lord Odin is aware and wants the child.
Well, evidently Odin did discover something about the child, but Lysanderoth did make mention that the higher-ups in the Alliance had intention to keep a careful eye and protect him. But then the counterpoint I mentioned, who's to say that this guy they had was their only traitor, you know?
Yes.
Mm.
And then he said this.
Who?
And then he said this. If we were to look into the spiders and find a way to deal with them, it's either going to be by association. It can either be by association with them, or we can act independently. But right now, Lysanderoth made it kind of clear that they don't exactly have the best rep in town on account of how the spiders have been handling them.
So he's looking for an outside party to take care of this bandit group.
I mean, sounds like some folks in town could use a little back scratching.
I suppose you're right.
I'm leaving the decision making ultimately is going to come down to you and, well, I suppose Olivia too. You guys are, the two of you together are pretty on the same wavelength.
What are your thoughts, Olivia?
I'm sorry.
What do you say we take care of this little bandit group problem that they're having, and then see if we can have a bit more pull with the rest of the Alliance?
I'm just going to say that that's what makes the most sense to me. I'm sorry, my voice isn't working, so...
That's okay. That's okay.
That's okay.
We'll say that you said that you agreed. And then
Yeah, it makes the most sense.
You said it with power and poise.
Yes, exactly.
That's all.
That makes the most sense to me. I'll just fill in for Olivia.
Yeah, it makes sense because by taking care of the problem, that gives us influence, blah, 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 so...
There you are.
And what about the others? If you guys want to have a say on this.
Yeah.
I'm good with any idea so long as we don't give away the child.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of Dazzy are kind of the info bank right now, so...
If that is what you believe will bring us some more clout, perhaps, then
And
I'm
for what
with
it's
you.
worth, myself and Onyx did a bit of a investigating throughout the town on our own. It turns out, when it comes to the Alliance itself, they have quite the harsh vetting process. Either you will join by achievement or by paying a substantial fee. And it seems Lord Odin is a bit of a private figure. He doesn't go out very often and stays within his chambers as a sort of last line of defense.
Interesting, then, that he allowed us an audience with him, is it not?
It is. It means that he feels confident enough that we're not a threat to him.
Are we a threat, Michael?
As we are now, no. No, we're not. I have a feeling that, given our current situation, we don't have much. We are barely a blip on his radar. The only thing that we have lording over him, if that, is the fact that we hold the child. And even then, depending on how long this may take, I don't know how long that advantage will last.
Well, he seemed quite keen to take the advantage away from us as soon as we arrived. Therefore, if you believe that dealing with these spider people might regain us some of that advantage, then I am completely with you.
Not only because it would give us clout in the Alliance and give them some semblance of us being someone that to work with rather than have us work for them. It would also give us a good amount of influence with the people of this town. And as you know, the people's will be done.
Yes. Even so, I don't trust him, not one bit.
I don't trust him either, and with good reason. But for now, it's unfortunate that this seems to be the one what's the word? The one course of action available to us. If we can deal with this Crimson Spider group and maybe not eradicate it, but certainly gather more information that would be of use to the Ragnarok Alliance, we may have more pull in our little discussion with Lord Odin than we currently have now.
So are we gonna mention our plan to him, or are we gonna look into these spiders without mentioning it to him?
We're going to do this on
that
our
was
own.
phrased that was phrased very poorly. I'm sorry.
I see no reason to tell Lord Odin anything until we have something.
Exactly. We don't want to show all of our cards before we have them in place.
That's fair. I'd rather not get Lysander off in trouble, to be honest. He was a good cat.
So I think it's decided then. We investigate and drive this Crimson Spiders group out of Shimmermere. And we use this as our token of influence. We still need Exodia's head, yeah. And this is Exodia's head.
Time to buy a shovel.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Is there anything else you guys want to discuss? Onyx, Jeera, Dazielle.
Just realized I'm muted. Nope, I'm good.
Mhm.
I think that's pretty concisely decided then.
Okay. Around like afternoon, like 6, 7, more like 7, 8.
That's like
Yeah.
evening, dude. That's not afternoon.
It's not afternoon. Okay, evening. I
That's
was
like
thought it was.
night.
Yeah, I confuse often, but yeah. Time is stupid. Okay.
Time is stupid.
Time is stupid.
Elvarin, you will receive in your head, because you and Dazielle were the only options for this person to send a sending spell.
Okay.
You will hear in your head, "Greetings. This is generic from Langish. Just to inform you that your vault," Geras is like hesitantly, "has arrived from the commander. He also expects you are doing all right. Reply."
Expects or hopes?
Hopes, probably. He'd probably say hopes.
Also,
Yeah.
GM, like player to GM, please remind me what vault this was.
This is the vault that was under the temple that the kobolds had. It's basically this really, really ornate-looking vault that we decided, you know what? We're gonna keep this. Fuck it. I'm gonna take it.
All right.
And this was sort of like our payment from the kobolds for rescuing their temple, because that vault wasn't there before they left. So
okay, so it's here, and they want us to acknowledge that we received the message. Okay.
Yeah. Also, we'll know it took them like almost 3 weeks for them to deliver that thing because it was heavy as fuck.
It's fucking huge, yeah.
They figured it out somehow, so good on them.
Give me just a second.
We'll send you an invoice.
So yeah, Elvarin, you can reply to this message.
Okay, so first, since I'm assuming I'm sitting at the table still, or with the group, Can I speak before I send a message back?
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm gonna just let them know. Michael, we've received a message from Langish.
Let them know. Are they?
It's about the vault.
Oh, has it returned?
It has.
Good.
They simply want us to acknowledge.
Thank them and let them know of what we've encountered here from the Ragnarok Alliance. I'm sure that Generic will be... Well, I'm sure that they'll be very enlightened by the information.
Regarding the child, or...
Yes.
Yes. Very good. And I'm going to send back the message to Generic.
Note, you only have 25 words.
25 words. I'm going to need to spend some time counting words then.
Have fun with that.
So, Elvarin speaking. Thank you. We'll be back. Some trouble with the Ragnarok Alliance regarding Elfie. How many words have I used so far?
15.
15. Okay. Thank God
Lord
somebody in
Odin-
this group can count.
Lord Odin is a beholder is 5 more.
Lord Odin is a beholder.
And wants the child.
Can we fit that in?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's 4 more.
4 more letters. Yeah, that's 9.
Odin wants the child.
This is
24.
when we just need to invent a language that says like 30 different things in one word.
Actually, there is already a conlang that tried to do that.
Oh, perfect. Well, let's
Except
learn
that it's insanely complicated and ridiculous to learn.
Yeah.
Olivia's intelligent. We can make it work.
We should probably find some way to say don't spread this information too much. But that should probably also be obvious.
Well, a little late now.
Last word. Shh.
There you go. That works.
Fucking last word in the message.
Okay.
Last word in the message. Secret.
Okay, so you're gonna receive a message. He's a what?
Wait, he's talking back again?
Yeah,
He cast another sending spell just for that.
Wait, he cast the spell again?
Apparently,
Just
damn.
to send that?
He's a what?
He's a
And then
what?
It's just what's it?
He wasted a spell slot on 3 words.
There's probably a lot of other words that would probably come forward to that. Most
Well, that
of them
gives you
are small
25 more words to work with.
Yeah.
Go.
Are you sure you should be
Said that
sharing
correctly.
this information just like that? You
Wait.
can reply.
Wait, he said, are you sure you can
You should,
verify?
you should be sharing this information like that, just like that.
Keep it secret. Keep it safe.
Jesus Christ.
As long as the only
Send
other
that.
person knowing
Keep it
is the
secret,
leader.
keep it safe, tell only the Gale Commander.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, not even keep it secret, keep it safe. I was just going to say, tell only the Gale Commander of this.
And none other.
only him.
Hell yeah.
Okay. You're like,
We're on
anyone
Langasia's
find-
side. Fuck you, Odin.
Okay.
And then also, as part of the reply, do not act hastily.
We got this.
We have it in hand.
It is all in hand.
Oh my god, Ragnar, get out of this campaign!
That was Hubert. Yes.
So
It's not my
you're
fault.
saying-
It's not my
you're
fault they're
saying
so
the two of
parallel.
them- The two of them are the same person. Got it.
Somebody's so thirsty for Raggy.
Look,
He's
you're not right,
everywhere.
but at the same time, you're not wrong.
Look, I'm allowed to thirst for Ragnar when my boyfriend plays him.
That's fine. Everything is Raggy.
No. Also, every single one of Guti's villain voices is Ragnar.
So that fucking butterfly meme with the dude going, "Is this Ragnar?"
History didn't see him as a villain, so fuck you.
History.
Unfortunately for you, history will not see it that way. Execute them!
Joke's on Ragnar. Elvarin escaped to a whole other continent to avoid having to deal with that.
Joke's on you, I was quoting Darth Maul.
Got him.
Get played. Sit down.
Look, as I
Stay
said,
a while. Kick
as
your
I
feet
said,
up.
the butterfly meme. You cannot escape it.
Anyway.
Every single quote you give me in that voice just sounds like him because he would say it.
Anyway, Embercrest.
Alrighty, yeah. So, guys, what is your course of action right now? After that, you probably will have like the rest of the day.
Elvarin's just going to tell Melaina.
Mhm.
I've let him know to tell the Gale Commander and no one else.
Our next course of action is probably to start gathering information about the Crimson Spider,
Probably.
and
Yep.
to gear up for dealing with them.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Thank God my diplomacy is a +8.
Yeah.
Okay.
First
My
things
bluff is a
first.
7.
I want to wrap a Nen chain around my heart.
A what chain?
Don't worry about it.
That's a reference to Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah. Yeah. Good.
When they
Yeah.
call it Hunter x Hunter, is this like a romance fanfic?
What?
No, it's
No.
like it's like gay shonen anime, but it has monsters in it. I don't know.
Where does the X come from?
The creator,
The alphabet. Duh.
No,
the creator.
I don't understand. Is this a slash fic? Are the hunters being shipped with each other?
It's just
No,
called
they-
Hunter x Hunter.
The
Whatever reason.
X is supposed to be silent and it should just be Hunter x Hunter.
It's a.
So it's a silent slash. So therefore, it's still a slash fic.
Well, it's pretty gay, not gonna lie.
So
The creator
It's so
thought it's
fucking
more
gay.
memorable to have a repetitive.
we sent our sendings.
Yep. You send your sendings, and you have a you have a few days free since Odin just is letting you have
Free time.
Yeah, free time to think about. He's not gonna need too pushy about it. He knows it's a bit of a
Okay. So,
basically, we're on a timetable of how much time is Odin going to give us before he asks for the child, and in that time, we have to deal with the entire Crimson Spider group. That's how much time we have to deal with it.
Yeah.
Do we have any reason to say yes to Odin?
He's gonna probably attack us at some point if we
Yes.
Because
he would not let us leave Shimmermere alive with the child.
Why does he give a shit?
Because the child
For-
has magical like powerful magic potential, and he wants it for reasons.
Because he's so much better at teaching magic to kids than we are.
All right.
Exactly.
So I got something here.
Mm-hmm.
After a bit more time passes, I'm going to go ahead and say that Darius was unsure about bringing this part up, but I don't know if this has anything to do with it, but there is something I did want to I've been tossing around my mind.
Hmm.
Apparently, people like me, like Dazzy, like Lysanderoth. Apparently, there's some kind of magic sleeping inside our blood or something, and it's some kind of genetic thing. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me, honestly, but it has to do with our history of the dragons that lived before us. And look, like I said, I don't know if it means a whole lot or if it means anything at all, but it makes me wonder if that's what Odin might see in the kid.
That is certainly possible.
Counterpoint, if they meant something ill, then I would say my man Lysanderoth was probably might feel a little bit worse off. But he's actually gained a lot of respect and rapport in his time here. Lived here all his life, apparently.
Hmm. Well, it seems we might have some allies in that alliance, and some not so allies. That said, I think it's time we start planning our method of gathering info and taking care of this bandit group.
Yeah. They seem to move the most at night, but therein lies the problem for us. We don't know this town like they do. They probably got eyes all over the place, just like the Alliance does. And we're on a pretty tight window. I'm not saying that anything we're going to try and pull here is straight up impossible. I wouldn't suggest that, but well, our hand isn't exactly we're not working with a two pair anymore, but it's not exactly a straight either.
Melaina smirks a little bit at this and smiles and says, I think you may forget yourself here, Darius. You happen to have someone of very rare occurrence sitting right across from you. Someone who is more than willing to put herself in harm's way to draw them out. So I think what we'll...
Who's sitting across from him?
It's
I'm sorry.
Melaina.
I'm so sorry. I had a dumb moment there.
Melaina leads by example, my friends.
I'm just gonna mute myself.
I think you may find that a rare Thriae who has just arrived in Shimmermere, who has met with the head of the Ragnarok Alliance, may very well be the greatest bait that we could have ever asked for.
Yeah, forgive Forgive me, I forget myself, Highness. It's just, this could be Dazzy rubbing off on me, but I guess I'm just trying to make sure I'm keeping that you're kept safe and all that, huh?
Well, sometimes we must take risks in order to properly play the field.
All right. He leans back. Sounds like you got something sounds like you're specializing somewhere that I always fail. You got a plan, and I want to hear it.
Well, it's a fairly simple plan. I will travel the streets of the city at night. And I will have all of you lying in wait. I'll travel in the open, perhaps with maybe one accompanying guard. And when they decide to strike, I will have all of you in wait. We will capture and interrogate, as we did with the cultists before. And we will find the information that we seek.
Who would be your guard?
Well, who would like to be?
I'll volunteer.
Just do remember, you want to attract someone that they are aware of their reputation. You don't want to bring someone that prevents others from approaching.
If
Am
I
I so
may,
unapproachable?
You are very large. You're a big lady.
Approachable?
I am
My
not
man-
very large.
My man knows how to talk to women.
I mean,
You're like twice my height. You're like 50% bigger than me, or twice my height, or something like that.
I'm like I'm like 2 heads taller than you.
I guess I can't finish because
Wait, how tall are you again?
Elvarin is 5'10".
I'm 2
You're
years
like
older
4
than
heads
you.
taller than me, at least.
Dazielle was going to say perhaps either Darius or Dazielle purely because of the scales. I don't know if Elvarin would be seen as. I mean, like, it's
Enticing enough.
you are tanky, so you could work as a bodyguard in that regard. I'm just wondering if they would see that as a threat.
I
or
have
intrigue.
purple hair and markings on my face. Just a reminder to everyone.
Yeah.
To be fair,
I look kind of weird.
none of you look like an ordinary.
Regular person.
Yeah.
I have if I may, I believe Elvarin would be a good choice here. She may be quite intimidating, but at the same time, she seems as though the most unassuming out of all of us. Forgive me. That
Fair
said,
point.
Dazielle, you have quite the conspicuous weapon at your side, and Darius, I know that Darius's situation is more, I worry for them assuming too much of him. Whereas with the equipment that Elvarin keeps, a simple shield and a hand axe, I feel as though would be a more unassuming set of
Perhaps to
weaponry.
mislead them, my lady.
Indeed.
Fair.
I understand that. I like a good sneak up and surprise on them anyway.
I thought honestly, I thought Elvarin had a big sword. I couldn't remember what weapon
Nah, she
she
just
used.
uses
she
a
has,
hand
she has
axe.
a one-handed battle axe, and she's got a shield with a trip function, but that's the only thing interesting about it.
It was
Yep.
the battle axe. I was like, I could have sworn big, but no, all right. No, that's right.
She
Yeah, it's
also
just a
has a
one-handed
flail
axe.
and a halberd now, but she's not going to be carrying those around when she's patrolling with Melaina.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I have a different weapon. Still waiting to use it.
So I feel as though that may be our course of action. Draw one of them out and have them foolishly try to attack me, and have the rest of you lying in wait.
Mm.
We capture and interrogate, get the information we seek, and then take care of this bandit group once and for all.
I'm not a strategizer myself, but as you're not alone, I can.
And we'll be in Odin's pocket, right? Ideally.
So to speak.
Hopefully.
I'm going to suggest in the meantime we prepare ourselves with our newfound cash with items.
Yep.
Small items like potions.
Yep. We
Yeah.
want equipment for this task.
Oh, also, I will note you did receive a payment for bringing Alfie back.
We
Just
haven't
like a
handed
heads
her.
up thing.
though.
We,
What do we
haven't,
have total right now?
Yeah.
Huh?
Did we get a payment last session that I didn't know about?
I
Uh,
don't think so.
no, but Odin did mention it. Like through the day, you probably would have gotten
Okay,
it.
so what do we have now? What are we getting now?
Yeah, each one of you is getting 250.
We didn't bring her back.
Ooh.
So hand her over, right?
Nope.
Yeah,
Okay.
this is just
No.
for bringing her back to the city.
Yep. It's like a good faith gesture.
Yep.
Okay, gotcha. How much did you say it was?
250.
250. Cool. Each or in
Yes.
total?
Well, now that I'm over 1,000 gold, I need to look into some things here.
Should I bring up the spreadsheet?
Shall we bring out the list?
I guess.
Oh no.
I just remember the last time I looked at this, and I was just like,
Were there tabs before? Because there are now.
yeah.
Okay, I'm putting it in Rulers of Embercrest chat. There you go.
Oh, jeez.
Don't worry, there's a tab for Darius, so you can just quickly go to that one, and there's already stuff themed for you.
I am both proud, but also concerned on how much time this took to make.
I mean, collectively, like, just passively grabbing stuff as people request it, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not like I did it all at
And-
once. It was just
And
more
in terms
here
of,
and there.
like, the calculations, that was easy enough. As
Yeah,
soon
and then
as
I just
knew
copy
the-
and paste.
Yeah, as soon as I knew the percentage of what Jeera needed for crafting cost, I just plugged that in and copy and pasted.
Mm-hmm.
So if anything, the thing that took the longest is just actually putting in the links for each item.
Yep.
Gotcha. I am very, very proud of this. As a player. All right, so you are. How long do you think are you taking on doing your shopping, guys?
I'm not.
I'm going to spend an hour copying a spell from the scroll onto my spellbook.
I will go ahead and tell everybody about the various shops that I found while I was out. So that we can find them in very little time, if need be.
Excellent.
Yep. Pretty much you can find almost everything you'd like. With probably exception of certain magical items because of their rarity to craft.
Don't worry, I got that covered.
Okay.
So thanks to my read magic cantrip, I can just decipher the scrolls immediately and just copy them for just cost without a check.
Nice.
Yeah, I think so.
So I'm just gonna copy the C alignment spell.
Okay.
What are those ones that are like highlighted in like the red and the orange?
So it's color coordinated between the different item types.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yep.
And then I'm going to spend a point of my arcane reservoir to change my spells around a little bit.
Okay, so guys, how long do you think you're taking to prepare for stuff in general?
Whatever amount of time is left in the day, I would assume.
So just for one day are you preparing?
Yes, so.
Yeah, what's the plan, Wooten?
I was actually thinking we might try this tonight, just because we're on a timetable. Go out, since it's like 7 or 8 right now. Go out tonight, and then take care of this, and then the day after, we prepare with supplies and whatnot to go take on the group proper.
For tonight, we hunt.
For tonight, we hunt.
So, I might actually consider. So I know that I would probably want some potions and stuff, but I might also consider what I might need to get between sessions here, since we're coming close to 11 here.
Yep.
One thing I will definitely relay to everyone is Darius will reiterate the smoke sticks, saying how these guys like to use like shrouds of thick like charcoal smoke to like hide themselves and their actions. So if they're, and he'll definitely mention this to like Jeera, since he seems very this will kind of he'll gear some of this information towards Jeera, since he seems very the type to shrewd is the good word for it, to find ways around using like trickery and stuff to counter other means of trickery. So like if there's any kind of things we could use that could make like a gust that can make like bursts of air or wind to blow smoke away, just being mindful that these guys are very good at operating like that.
There are, but they're not cheap.
Anyone else has any thoughts on that? Because seeing through smoke at out of character, seeing through smoke at our current levels is kind of hard to. Is a little hard to figure around.
The only real way to do it is if you were a sylph.
A sylph or an ifrit, honestly.
Yeah.
And since they
okay, I found something.
Additionally, since they do seem very roguish like that, having a way to counter poisons and stuff would probably also be wise, because these guys are assassins.
There is antitoxin, which is an alchemical item, which would help with a heal check, which would fall under Elvarin's category.
And then we can just pretend that I'm relaying this stuff in character. Cause...
Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
So...
and here's the item I was thinking of putting it in the chat. It's called a dissipating fan.
Oh. Let's see.
So we can each...
Page wants to load.
You vanished on us, Jeera.
So, sorry, I was trying to. So we could carry several of them between each of us, and hopefully we can get rid of it. So it says we can use the dissipating fan to clear non-magical smoke, fog, and similar vapors from your square or adjacent squares as a full round action.
Mm-hmm.
They cost 150.
Oh, okay.
See, this is why I'm not the brains.
This is why Jeera's like, he's like, what's his face? Morgan Freeman from the Batman movies.
Yeah.
Lucius.
Lucius.
Yeah, he's Lucius. He's like Lucius from Batman. He's just like, oh, well, I've got this interesting little tool here that can clear smoke in your square as a full round action.
The page doesn't seem...
Fucking...
Okay, there it is. It finally loaded for me.
There you are.
I can afford it.
Plus 2 circumstance.
I mean, we each got 250 gold, so it's definitely well within our budget.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
Would we have to set them up like ahead of time though, or could we just use them on the fly?
I imagine you just carry it with you.
Yeah, you carry it. So what you do is, when folded and closed, a dissipating fan is like the size of a thick walking stick.
Thick.
So I
It's
think
a big
the best
piece
way
of
to
wood.
describe it, is Tamari from Naruto.
Yeah. Well, not really.
No? I was thinking like a walking stick would be pretty large. And that's a pretty huge fan.
Yeah, I guess. What it is, it's 2 feet wide and...
Because it's probably not a walking stick, but definitely pretty big.
Okay. Well, anyway, we will continue on that next time on Rulers of Embercrest.
Yep.
We'll get to our... We'll start making waves here in Shimmermere as we drive out the Crimson Spider.
Making waves and gusts.
Hey. So, until then, y'all have a good one. And until next episode, we'll see you later. Yeah.
All right. Ciao, y'all.
Bye.
All right.